All right, let's go ahead and do this.
Okay.
Let's get it.
We don't need it. We don't need a countdown.
Let's go.
All right.
Ready.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Banks. Tuesday, you know what time it is.
Hey.
AI, what's cracking, homie?
Hey, what's up? What's up? How we doing?
Doing
Man.
good, bro. There's been a lot of movement going around here on the levee recently, bro.
Dude, there has been, man. Last week's podcast was not only eye-opening and we learned a lot, but the levee's about to make a huge come up here soon, man. We got I mean, I'll let you take it away. That's gonna be interesting. That,
yeah, man. Yeah. We were on the news today at 5:30. I totally forgot about it. Didn't get a chance to watch it.
Hopefully, he has a copy we can get a hold of.
Yeah, we'll be able to get it for sure. Yeah. But they just announced yesterday, and I didn't even know anything about it. And like when we're down here on the levee, bro, like we hear all the rumblings of like what's coming in, what's happening. This one was kept so tight that like. When Dr. Weeks from One Heart Medical, he texted me, he was like, Jimmy Buffett's coming to the levee? And I was like, what are you talking about, dude?
Right.
And he was like, well, not Jimmy Buffett, but he's bringing an entire resort. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how did I not know this? And I started Googling it, and I found it. And then Adam Clements popped in this morning and was like, hey, we want to film something for Channel 12 just as a, what does this mean to the levee and what happens with, all the local people that are here. And it's like, bro, we've been waiting for this moment. Like, not only
Seriously.
that, so for people that don't know, the Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville's resort is moving into Newport on the Levee. They're going to start construction here soon. They're taking over the old IMAX. So it's going to be, there's the IMAX building right next to the aquarium, and then right in front of that, so right across from Southgate House, they're going to build a 264-room hotel. It's going to have like 3 restaurants, like Margaritaville. It's going to have
a pool.
A pool on the roof, bro. So it's going to have a
pool on the roof.
It's going to have a rooftop
Just
pool
saying.
with a bar that is it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So that's the bar that's going on the roof. And there's
that is the spot,
bro.
We're about to all be there, bro.
Bro, here's the best part. There's going to be a 2,000 person venue on top of that thing, so you can actually like do private events or parties or stuff like that. So it's like, let's get this ball rolling, man, because that's going to be the greatest spot in the city. It's going to have the best view of downtown. Yep. When it comes to the sunsets, there's nothing better than being able to grab a cocktail over here at 6 o'clock. At Beeline or soon to be Amador, and then you can, watch the sunset right over there.
Man, that we got the best view in the city So like, I can only imagine how high it's gonna be, high up. The whole you're gonna be able to see everything down the river, and then that pool on the roof. That's what I can't get over. Like, you don't see that very often anywhere. Not like obviously like in Vegas or something like that. But to bring it to Newport, to bring it here, to bring it. I mean, I know they're turning Cincinnati into what a tourist town, if you will, because there's a lot that's happening, which is perfect for us here at Native. But it just blows my mind that they're actually going to do it.
For sure.
They're actually going to bring something that, like, I've been to a Margaritaville. They're all. They're.
You've been to the actual resort or just like the restaurant?
The restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that's the thing is like they're in very highly populated tourist areas. Always they're in big tourist spots, and like they're amongst everything else that's tourist. It's gonna stick out like a sore thumb here.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. The second that I saw the logo on the side of the building, I was like, oh, because they've got one in New York, and so I wanted to see that one because it's like, you've got such a small footprint in New York. Like, how do you turn this into like a Margaritaville? Because there's pools and there's like the whole beach vibe feel. Yeah. And they did a good job with the one in New York to make it. They had a pool on the roof as well. They had a bar that was like kind of like just above the pool, but and then they got one in Gatlinburg, and then obviously Orlando. So I'm like, there's got to be like a beach vibe to it somehow.
Always, yeah. That's gonna make everyone else step up their game too.
And that's what I was telling Kaylin. I'm like, bro, there's so many hotels coming to Newport within the next 5 years. The fact that the Levee was the one that got Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, that just gives them a little level up on the rest of what's going on, right? Like where, it's just not the Marriott. It's just not, it's something that you don't even need to leave the property really to have a good time.
Right. No, everything's inclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, on the levee in general, everything's inclusive. There's so much to do here that you can do everything in one place, and to have that added on, it's I mean, I'm stoked. When I saw the article, I was like, really? Like, it kind of blew me up. I'm like, really? That's even weird, even like an option? You know what I mean? Like, to even be on the list.
I thought the same thing. Radar. I was like, I was telling Kalen, I'm like, I haven't heard anything about this. I'm like, so maybe this is going like around the roundabouts, like where, but nope. It's coming right to our property, bro.
Wow.
NAP murdered it with that one.
It's like it's where like if you're by the levee, it's where it says Newport on the levee, and like the valet would hold their cars.
Yeah. It was like the ice skating rink like 3 years ago or something.
Or the ice rink, exactly. Yeah. And then, I mean, it's a pretty decent space of area. Like, they're going to be able to put a lot there. It's just how it's going to be, like, there's so much traffic that's going to be coming that roundabout.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a little congested, but we'll see how they...
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a lot more organized than because I'm already thinking it's going to be a shit show over there, but Kalen thinks the same thing. But they're building this, it's not like the first time CorporX is building a complex. They know what they're doing.
They're just putting so much in this little area.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Megacorp, everything, all this music venue, everything there.
All within walking distance.
Yeah,
that's the best part.
Yeah, seriously.
But and I think you're right, man. I think they're gearing up for Super Bowl. They're gearing up for something here.
Yeah. I just think that they're gonna put Cincinnati on the map where it's, even if it maybe not the Super Bowl, it could be, but like that's a big taking. But like maybe like FC Cincinnati, like hosting some large event like in their stadium.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like, I don't know. Cincinnati's preparing for something, preparing to be that next level. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't be gaining an area code.
Right.
And we're getting so big, it's time to Cincinnati to take that next step. And I think this is a pretty good start.
Bro. Yeah. And speaking of the area code thing, we had our guys stop in last week before they did the big event down there. So Joe Eid, you got a chance to open up for Glorilla, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
Without further ado,
which is super dope because you popped in and you saw we only made one of them. We made the native 283 shirt, and I was like, bro, this is if you're gonna rock it, it's on me, man. And so you're like, dude. Hell yeah. So, that shirt was perfect, dude. I got to see it in the videos that you guys made, which obviously we're going to talk about here in a little bit because you guys got a lot going on, man. It's not just the music industry. You guys have, you guys have the production team and you're really building like a collective around you guys, which is really cool to see, man, because I've known Monty a long time. I've known, Deuces for maybe about a year, but it's really cool seeing everybody start to come together and the event that we did for the fashion show. Like I love that everybody started collaborating. Like I started seeing Deuces commenting on campaign stuff and Loner Brand was hitting up Yaman, and it was like that's what we need, bro. We need to be able to bounce the ball on the court where we can really just be able to create a collective where you can bounce your ideas off of shows or Monty, and then you guys can make everything happen, man.
Yeah, I think the new generation of artists that are coming up now, along with some of the artists that have been around here for years, are starting to realize that if one person breaks down that door or breaks down the wall, so to speak, to get in the industry, then everyone's going to come funneling through, whether it's through music, whether it's through fashion, whether it's through opportunities at all. So I think we're all just starting to get on the same page. And instead of really bashing on each other, we're all coming together and making more and more collaborations happen, which is beautiful. And obviously, you'll still have people that have their problems, and you'll have random things that occur sometimes, but the goal is becoming very, very clear for everybody, which is dope to see as you see Cincinnati growing, as you see, for me, I'm from Dayton, right? There's a new area code that got added in Dayton, too. So it's like Southwest Ohio in general has a crazy wave going on right now.
Yeah.
And I think everything that's going on with FC Cincinnati and with the Bengals is just adding to it. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see, honestly. But now Glorilla, shit.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I think you guys, ShoweZ was more of the witness to everything. He was getting pictures on his phone of me, videos, everything. Like he wasn't even performing that night. He was helping me the fuck out like crazy. It was awesome. For me, it was a great experience, but it was so surreal and it was so like quick that I didn't even get to take a lot of it in.
Sure.
The best thing that I got to witness was my music video was getting played behind me as I was performing. I was like, yo.
Yeah, right.
that was nuts. And getting the fans to yell out some lyrics and yell out, hey, yo, are you from West Dayton? Say West Dayton. Hey, yo, you from East Dayton? Yo, East Dayton. And just getting the whole crowd ready for Glorilla. It was an awesome feeling. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I bet.
Surreal. And so many opportunities have, like, popped up since then. And that whole week was crazy because we shot 3 or 4 music videos that week. So I was dead tired.
Killing it too. Those music videos are fire, bro.
Heck yeah, no, I appreciate you. So I can't wait for everyone to see the new ones coming. And yeah, I got Jay in one of them that's coming.
Hey, yeah.
And Jay Saladino. Shout out to Jay Saladino.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
And so your production crew, man. So how many people do you got on Pro the label?
So Pro the label consists of around 8 artists. I'd have to name off the top. I don't even remember the number, but it's around 8 artists. We have 3 production teams when it comes to like video stuff that are helping us out or working with us.
Yeah.
We have a studio called If We Die, We Die Studios that I'm currently invested in, and there's 2 owners, Turner Sims and Jake Hicks. They're doing a great job of really collaborating with our group and reeling it in. And then, I mean, there's just so much buzz in general from every group in Cincinnati right now, whether it's us, whether it's with Monty C and Brittany Marie with what they got going on, whether it's with Tribe, whether it's with BTB. I mean, there's so many groups that are going crazy right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I just, someone's gonna break down the door. It's coming within the next year or 2.
For sure.
I could feel it. I could just feel it.
Yeah, when that door gets broken down too, it's going to elevate everybody else.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to kind of go. It's going to kind of create a vacuum. There's going to be the top tier will kind of make their way through it first, and then everyone will kind of filter in because like once that first breakthrough, once you puncture it, then that air is going to filter in because like Cincinnati, like we're saying, is expanding, which also comes with the arts. And it also puts on the map of people in Nashville and people in the West Coast and even New York. So they're paying attention to Cincinnati. And obviously, we talk about the Bengals are helping immensely.
Oh, yeah.
Immensely. It's literally
It's like
everything.
when they start winning, it's like a whole shift change.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny. We had Dre Kirkpatrick and Travion Williams on the podcast, both previous cornerback and their current running back. And both of them said the same thing when they found out they were going to Cincinnati. They didn't really know anything about it. They were both very, very confused about where it was even located in the United States. Nonetheless, like Dre was like, as his dad, he's like, what's Cincinnati? I did not even think that I'd even be in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Why am I going to Cincinnati? He's a first-round pick. So, like, you go where you're drafted.
Exactly.
But it's that mentality from everywhere else that just they don't realize what Cincinnati's about. And then they get here, and both of them said the same thing. They got to the city, and they're like, man, this city is like
it embraces you. Yeah.
Low key next level. We don't. You just there's not on the map to everybody else. Everyone thinks it's cold here. Like I've heard a lot of podcasts, watched some sports talk radio and different stuff, and they all think of Cincinnati as cold and wet and wintry. And I'm like, we are not like Canada. It's not like it's not. But the way to describe it, they describe it that way. It's hilarious. I'm like listening. I'm like, that's not. What are they talking about? Like it's like 40 degrees right now. Like well, I don't see any snow. So, but that's how they envision us for some reason, and it puts this like this stigma in other areas' maps on the artist rep level when they're trying to find the talent, and they don't really send it here. They don't send the talent reps here unless it's a big event. And
they just see it like a dot on the map.
Let's
pick up this money in the city for the show.
Then you get here and you see the talent level, and you're like, wow, these guys are like not only social media killing it, but like their performances have lighting and everything that goes a part of that next level. And you just don't realize it until you're in front of it. And that's one thing that I really would like social media to do us a service, as you guys are out there promoting, is like put all the bells and whistles into the videos so that people can see what Cincinnati's doing right now. You know what I mean? Like, and you're in the perfect position to do that. Up and coming, that's the way. That's the best spot to be in. You know what I mean?
Thankfully, no one knows what to expect.
They don't know what to expect.
Everyone thinks they know my next move. When in reality, I'm 5 moves ahead of them.
Sure. Yeah.
There's a lot of shit going on right now, which is great, and it's beautiful. I know one person I forgot to mention earlier is Fame I Know. He's my brother too.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
He's doing
he shot a video.
stuff.
He shot a video.
Oh
here.
yeah, in here. And it looked amazing.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job.
Oh yeah. But in general, there's just I definitely agree with you. Like, there's a lot going on here, and people are gonna see it for what it is. And I think it's up to us to really bring out what's actually in the city when it comes creatively, when it comes to any creative in general.
Yeah.
And I think it's up to the big companies that are in the city to kind of help us out, be sponsors, be something. And I think that's the next step that we all have to kind of look into, is along with the creatives, along with the small businesses that are really starting to hop in right now and grow. Now we need more funding. And that's something I'm working on, and I'm trying to obsessively work on, whether it's from Live Nation, whether it's from Kroger's, whether it's from several other companies, P&G. I think that's the next step in order to really make sort of they say like times in another dimension, right? I think that's the way to fast forward everything, or get everybody to really push into a new portal, right? Is, hey, these big companies, they start funding the fuck out of us.
Yeah, get people to realize, get Cincinnati to get 10 years ahead.
Yeah,
get us to move forward. Yeah, get the boost up, get us caught up, and then we don't have to worry about, like, because we're behind in fashion, we're behind in music, we're behind in so many aspects. And then meanwhile, the Bengals are playing in the Super Bowl or the AFC Championship, so they're like in the prime light. But everybody else here is just, it's still trying to find their way. We should be further ahead, and that, like you said, the big companies do need to reinvest in their city. They need to reinvest in this not just the business aspect, the arts, the creative side of things. I mean, so many art pieces are popping up on the side of buildings all over Cincinnati.
The murals are beautiful.
The murals are amazing, right? And but with those movements that are made through the artists, these big companies, it would be a disservice to themselves and the city if they didn't try to get somehow involved in it. Get a P&G mural, get some kind of, like, I mean, Kroger, obviously Kroger's local too. Any of these large companies, get murals based around them, put the arts into it, and they can financially back, and then they can write it off anyway. So what's it even matter? Right. But outside of that, like, that support will go way further, because once other like companies see what Kroger and P&G's putting into Cincinnati, other companies will come here. Like, obviously Amazon's here, but like big companies will come here and they will invest, because once one invests, another sees it's a snowball effect. And the thing is, it's important.
And every single one of those big companies wants to be more diverse, or they want to have more culture inside of their company. So why not set some funding to the side for something like hip hop, or something like urban clothing, or something that could really, really expand on what a creative could do? And like you said, they could write that damn shit off. So it's like, you're only helping yourself by showing more diversity at the end of the day. And it's exponentially helping artists without the company even realizing it. It's literally a speck on what they have in general. And it can make the world of a difference to any creative.
Change the entire landscape of a community, like an art community. Let's say you have a group of people that go to open mic all the time. Everyone goes to the same event. If one person there gets just one small sponsor in there, that can elevate that open mic. And before you know it, everyone's coming to that one event, and that space that the open mic is held out, now you're seeing your sales triple. And right now they can reinvest. And once they can reinvest, everyone's able, that whole block grows. The one block grows because one little open mic got invested in. You know what I mean? So it's a small move that, not even raises the value of the businesses, but it makes certain areas safer. When there's certain parts of the city that are a little, like, considered like, let's not go there because stabbing, shootings, whatever, because that happens. But if it raises the value of that block because of that open mic night, and it's safer now, like that, everyone wants to go there now, and it's just going to pump more money in. So money breeds money. And that is a thing I think we're missing on the creative side, because that's a whole back end thing. You're not getting the money back tomorrow, but I guarantee you're going to make a bigger impact on your city, which 20 years from now is going to raise the value of your company and everybody else exponentially.
Exactly. And I think that brings up a great point, where it is like the current artists that are coming out of here now, they're all getting very business smart, and the ones that aren't business smart are willing to get educated. At least out of our group, that are
nothing wrong with not knowing. You just gotta be taught. You know what I mean? At one point you didn't know. At one point you didn't know, and then you learn and you do better. You be better. You elevate. Like, if you don't know, you don't know what you don't know.
And there's nothing wrong with asking questions.
100%.
There's nothing wrong with hitting up other creatives to figure out how they've gone about doing their business, because everyone's getting more open now, thankfully. That's another thing. People used to be very, very closed off on what they wanted to share. And that's like people are now wanting to spread their wealth of knowledge in order to build up somebody because of what I said before. If one person knocks down the door because they're really talented, it helps everybody.
Helps everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
High tides rise all ships.
100%. Yeah.
Exactly.
I literally started a band trying to become an A&R rep to help my friends get further. So I was like, the only way I'm going to be able to get further is if I get signed. If I get signed, then I can bring the homies along. And I had a few in mind when I started, but like I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get out unless I was able to make it successfully. So I tried to take the route and whatever, and it worked out how it is. I'm here now. But like at that time, in my mind, I was like, the only way any of these guys are going to make it, because they don't seem like they're trying to go further than this local this local region. As far as they're going as Cleveland, I think that's success. And to me, they're still in Ohio. And even if you travel to like one place here, you go to Florida here, you go for one show here, and here, if you're not putting that together and making the most of it, you're just traveling, playing a show, and returning home.
Yeah.
So to see your like to see your work, your hard work in like real time and be successful, you have to take the whole pile of success and push it forward.
Yeah.
You can't just like choose and pick and choose. So like I figured if I could do it, then you know what? I'll take all their works and we're all going to just go. Let's all move to California. Let's all go to this location. Let's all collectively go. I feel like that's how Atlanta got so big.
Yeah.
So many artists out of Migos and all that, they just all took all their people and everyone just went.
I agree.
And success. And any industry applies. It doesn't just apply for rap, hip hop, metal, rock is what I did, but like any industry. You take everyone as a collective and you just, this is what we have, world. And then everyone else in that city is going to rise real quick.
I agree with you. And the thing is, you have to have the vision and the image for it, right? So, like, for example, shows. When we're in LA and we're in front of Capitol, what did I tell you? The next time we're going to be here, what are we going to do?
Talking about a deal, boy.
Yeah, we're going to be in that building. That's the kind of attitude you have to have.
Absolutely.
Whether it happens or doesn't happen, you have to have the mentality that you're going to make it happen. And that's the thing about whether you're in Dayton, Cincinnati, anywhere really, there's certain gatekeepers that hold certain items, right? And you got to figure out if they're trying to gatekeep you, how are you going to go around them? How are you going to contact their boss's boss?
True.
How are you going to figure out how to one-up them so they don't, essentially, long story short, fuck you over?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's been something that has been happening a lot over the last few years. Is all of us are getting way smarter.
Yeah.
Way smarter in order to step into more rooms.
Be so good they can't ignore you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be so good they can't ignore you. And if they are holding something that you can't get without their help, I promise you they're not the only person that can get you through that door.
Yeah.
Most doors have multiple keys. So I would just, if that person seems like they're being a little bit difficult, I'd be like, all right, well, that's cool then. I'm going to find the equivalent to you in the city and just kind of go around them. Because I know some people be like, worse intentions. I'm like, what you trying to hold that back for, man? Why you got to be like that? But some people just want to hold everything close in. And like, this isn't the, like we've talked about the ingredient to Coke, you know, the formula to Coca-Cola. You know, they fly in two different planes. There's two guys and they never travel together. And that's just the way it is. So no one can, you know, get that recipe. And that is what it is. But like, this isn't Coca-Cola. There's thousands of artists and there's 1% that have made it. Less than a percentage have made it, and everyone else is really good, but they're not able to break through. Why aren't they able to break through? Why is there seemingly this invisible wall that artists can't seem to get through? Regional artists sit there for years and years and years and years and years and play in front of thousands of people, and they seem to find themselves playing in front of the same people, and they don't expand. For what reason? Why is that? And it's a mystery, but it's also I think there's a quick little adjustment that we can make and we can break through.
Yeah, I think part of it's funding. So
funding.
It's very, very true when people say, "Hey, starving artists." It's a real thing, right?
Yes, it is,
Figuring out how to not be a starving artist is very important. One, people get very, very, very unmotivated once some kind of gatekeeping shit happens as well. So if you're at an open mic and you're not getting certain opportunities, or if you're trying to do a show at a certain venue and you're not getting certain opportunities, the key isn't to go and cry about it. The key is to, hey, I'm going to make my own shit, and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to go book my own shows. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. So you make people that are around you look at you differently.
Be so good they can't ignore you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Straight up.
Y'all ever seen how many songs get uploaded to DSPs on a regular
Monty
basis?
C in the building. What's
There we
going on,
go.
big dog?
There we go.
Sneaking in there.
Legend.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? But have y'all ever like seen how many songs get uploaded to DSPs in a day, like on Apple Music? How many songs you think get uploaded to Apple Music in 24 hours? Spotify.
100,000.
Listen, it's ridiculous, bro. At the end of the day, I do understand you be like, damn, I'm dope, but like I ain't going through. Bro, it's a sea of people now.
Oh yeah.
This ain't the 90s like where you got a tape and you just got to get it around your neighborhood and get high.
Right.
Then Capitol Records. No, nigga, it's a sea of people that are releasing on a regular basis doing music just like yours, or AI specific, or hyper pop or dream pop. It's so many. It's sub genres now.
Yeah.
So you got to compete with all of that before you even think of competing with majors or elites or anything like that, man. You got to figure out a way to cut through the noise and hone the attention. Do you know how much stuff you see on a regular basis, bro? You get ear fatigue, eye fatigue, brain fatigue.
Oh yeah.
You don't even want to see half the stuff you already seeing.
Right.
Yeah.
So my point is like, what? That's how I think reverse. Like, what do I want to see? You feel
Right.
me?
Mm-hmm.
On a regular basis, am I trying to be informative? Am I trying to entertain? Am I trying to educate? Am I trying to show y'all where I come from for real, for real? Like, what's most important for my brand and what I'm building? And that's it, bro. Like, you can make it dope. You can make the dopest music. Get in line. It's a million of us that put words together amazingly. But like, how do you follow them, or do you just follow what they say? You feel me? Some ass crazy dope rappers, but they work at UPS or like they work at Penn Station somewhere. But how many people like, nah, bro, like I believe in like what he represents and I like the way he thinks, and you know what I mean? It's stuff like that. It's just the separating, like, why do they follow you? You feel me?
Yeah.
I always ask people, and I know it's weird. I might isolate people, but I'd be like, how did you even discover me, bro? Because it's easy to inbox me and be like, you're dope, Monty. How? Why? Like, how did you find me? Friends. Okay, so now I got YouTube. It's the only place that friends is on. Like,
Right.
and it's just I gotta work. Sometimes it's word of mouth. That's my favorite part. Like, who told you that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
well,
That's the best. That's the biggest compliment.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah,
That's
word of mouth is-
word. Listen, that's the billboard they got me. Get me everywhere. Like, oh yeah, I heard from so and so and so and so. I mean, and from different mediums.
Yeah.
So Monty, let me ask you something, man. You've been in the game a long time, right? Like you've been doing music here in Cincy. When you see somebody like Joe Eid come up, young, him and Deuces, like that does that just fuel more fire for you? Like,
it is so exciting.
It is,
to
bro.
see. Because what I tell the people that, like, because people that was around my generation and people that we were watching, and then before that, and a lot of them don't even understand, like, well, I don't even know what they doing. But it's like, no, they're the hybrid.
Yeah.
Because at one point, we were just rappers, and then we went to promoters to put our rap music to promote events, and then we would all split the money at the end. These are rapper promoters.
Yeah.
They can conduct their own shows.
they've already got the following.
They can
'cause
brand themselves.
They know how to do the Instagram.
It's already
the TikTok.
installed. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
And then they have the platforms and the resources. Literally, these young boys you could do the show, do the recap, go viral on TikTok, and be in a discussion in a week.
Right.
Versus like, boy, the stuff we had to wait to get on a riot in order to be talked about. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like,
Yeah.
we just way past that. Like, we in a whole new wave and generation, and now it's like, the generation after this will literally be building the LLC at like 6, and then he'll just be, hey, I'm the A&R, I'm the CEO. You feel me? So it's like
100%.
I get excited to see them. Like, I think anybody that feels threatened by the newer generation needs to just stop and do something else. like
For sure.
This is gonna happen. This is inevitability. This is how music moves and how consumption moves for the fans.
For sure, bro.
Yeah, and
sure.
I want to make it very clear too. So for the people that stood their ground before us and broke down certain barriers to make shit easier for us, I'm beyond thankful for it. And you can ask Monty. I ask Monty probably twice a week, hey, who's this person? What has he done for Cincinnati?
Right.
What's the history behind this? Because I want to make sure I'm a student of wherever I'm at, whether
sure.
it's Cincinnati or Dayton. I think that's very important for you to know that foundation so you know how to move. So I'll ask him that probably twice a week at least. I don't know as much, probably not as much lately, but in general, I ask a lot because I think that's an important way to learn.
For sure.
You don't ask, you're not going to learn shit. And then the other thing is, like, just to jump off of what Monty's saying, and this is kind of a flex on my part. What do you think of those yacht parties?
Oh yeah, listen, I get my suits dirty every time I go there.
Oh my
'cause
God.
I done spilled champagne, all types of drinks on my stuff.
And everyone's like,
It's
"What
fun.
the fuck? How the hell did y'all throw a yacht party?"
Right.
It just you got lucky. ShoweZ, he just went to the restroom. ShoweZ had a connection, and we just ran with it, and it worked.
That's the way to
ShoweZ
do
is
it,
coming
man.
right now. ShoweZ
Yeah.
coming right now. ShoweZ, you gotta talk to him about the yacht party, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's
that
hear
was-
about it.
That was crazy, man. But I'm beyond thankful for the people before us because, like Monty said, they had certain avenues that they had to go through that made this shit really easy for us.
Right. It was a lot tougher 10 years ago here,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know, to get on the cover of
Double Sin.
Double Sin magazine, bro. I was trying so hard to get on the magazine, dude.
Hey, look, I'll tell you a tidbit of a story about that, bro. When I first seen the magazine, I like called him and I was like, bro, I gotta make that cover. He
Yeah.
was like, why? And I was
Yeah.
like, because like I just know I got something that's gonna be impactful and that the city gonna have to. He's like, well, if it's that good, I'll see it.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, I don't know when that breaking point for him happened, but he was like, hey, so look, we need you to be on this cover, and it's like, so just give me your schedule, and we gonna make this happen.
Yeah,
But
bro.
that was definitely like, it hurt my heart to see like the blog era and the die the way that it did, because you know that's how I discovered everybody. Honestly, I wouldn't even be half the creative or how the music IQ I have without blog sites.
That's how I discovered him.
Yeah, literally, like
Oh,
fuck
shit.
the blog, bro. Like blogs is it, bro. Like I wouldn't have Big Crit, I wouldn't have Charles Hamilton, I wouldn't have had XV, I wouldn't have had Casey Veggies. You know what I mean? Who the boys that who the boys, man. They's gonna hit me later. I'm gonna be mad.
We them boys.
You right. Vic Mensa, Chance to Rap, like the blogs, bro. Like they,
I mean, MGK.
yeah. Early MGK though.
Yeah,
Like,
early
not the
MGK.
late MGK.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's just jumping off of. I learned about Monty from a blog and from a friend in Dayton who worked with Monty on a song.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Like it's crazy how that generation came together, and it's unfortunate what the internet's kind of doing in the sense of people are a lot less focused than they used to be, which is a good thing and a bad thing.
Right.
I would say it's a bad thing because when it comes to conscious hip hop, people just don't care as much anymore,
Right.
unless it's the right person. And people are trying to have like 20-second skits every day as opposed to really taking in something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good thing and a bad thing. It just depends on how you look at it and how you kind of decipher and put yourself in that mode, so to speak. And what I mean by that is like, okay, so if you're getting into the era where, okay, they want 20-second videos, how are you going to rap your ass off with metaphors for 20 seconds to make somebody look at you and be like, oh, shit, I want to hear more? As opposed to, fuck, I'm going to go buy this album from the store, and this is the album I'm going to hear all fucking week.
But what store you gonna go to? They don't exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not
Man,
anymore.
they don't
Not
exist.
anymore.
You gotta buy them
Yeah.
from the link tree.
Yeah,
You gotta buy them from your. You
exactly.
gotta
That's it, bro.
from your
Yeah.
store, from your website.
Yeah,
It's a whole different world.
that's the
It
best.
is. But I think that there's a space to get creative with it and think beyond, because like we're talking about thinking forward.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go in a direction at some point, and something's gonna push through. Something's gonna break through, and then we're gonna go from these 20-second videos to maybe like. We might go through like back to like the clicking through, like like how Snapchat, everything's clicking through there.
Mhm.
I think they're not getting rid of that. The clicking is continuing to be a thing.
Yeah.
So the swiping is not going anywhere. So maybe that becomes a thing where you're swiping on only things that are music related. Maybe we're getting to the area where everything's going to be categorized a little bit more concise. Maybe with with Elon doing Twitter, maybe that's kind of going to be kind of
the
like
worst thing that ever happened to the internet.
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
maybe
gonna lie.
not. Maybe not.
It is, bro.
Maybe
Bro,
not.
I
I think he's going to change the game in a lot of senses.
I think he bought Twitter for bigger reasons, bro. He's not going to spend that type of money unless he's got a 10-year plan. I bet you that 10-year plan is to somehow incorporate like AI involved with Twitter.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think so too. I also think it's going to be some kind of communication when it comes to intergalactic travel. I think, or like any
that guy,
space.
that cat's got a lot on his plate, though, bro.
He
like
does.
I'm still waiting on my Cybertruck, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put your
to
cheese down too, didn't you?
Sure
Yeah,
did,
that's what
bro.
I'm saying.
Sure,
On my truck.
bro. You want to know something crazy? So that they came up with that Roadster. It was that real
The
small,
small joint, yeah.
the real small
Them
one.
sold out fast though.
Bro, you had to pay up front. It was like 125 grand, and those people still haven't gotten their car. If you would have invested that 125 grand into Tesla back then, it'd be worth $1 million.
Yep.
It'd be worth $1 million
You see what
bucks,
I'm
bro.
saying?
It's
Like,
crazy.
So it's like,
it's terrible, bro. I ain't gonna front to you, man. I cannot wrap my mind around a company owner going into something that has legacy accounts and people that were already like established and checked out all the boxes for like verification,
right?
And for you to like tell them get down or lay down, for payment monthly,
right?
Yeah. I was already deemed a public figure. So you're gonna tell me I've been verified since 2012 for free, and in 2023 I have X amount of days to either pay you this money or be unverified.
Right.
I would rather just be unverified. Than pay you this money. I don't. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Now, the conversation now is like, well, eventually it won't even matter. Everybody would just be paying for it, but then it's like, so what's the point?
If everyone's got blue checks, then it doesn't make a difference.
So the perks that I was seeing when he had first got into the building was like, all right, well, we'll be higher on the ranking for and once you pay for the verification, and then you have a middle slot for like your specific verified people and communicate with them. So if you tweet them, it goes directly to, like, they'll see yours first
Top of the food chain,
a sea of people. But if everyone's paying for it, I'll be in another sea of people.
Right.
But it just won't be commoner people. It'll be people who was dumb enough to pay $14 a month.
They just found a way to make more money.
I think that whole thing is kind of a money grab.
Yeah, 100%.
So I kind of think of it as like they're just gonna do this now, and they're gonna use the idea that like we're gonna have a short-term memory on it. So they're gonna pull the plug on this at some point once they've collected so much money for whatever, and then they're going to pull the plug, say their apologies. People are gonna ask for their money back. They might give some, but they're gonna ultimately collect all this money, and then they're gonna do a new system and probably go back to the original verification system. I just think this is a money grab because they put the money in. He's invested. They need to get something back, and that's kind of just how I view it. I saw it as a money grab from the jump. Yeah, literally.
I don't see him pulling it away though. Nah. You know, once it's implemented, it's going to be making too much money.
But if they do get resistance on the top tier people, is where I think there's going to be pushback because he's paying for like LeBron's. Like Elon Musk is paying for LeBron's check because LeBron refuses to pay, and the more of that high caliber celebrity doesn't want to pay, I do think there's gonna be some pushback. Because if the regular folk wants to pay for it and the top tier isn't, what's the value? What's the value in the check?
I could see them doing something like if you have this amount of visitors, or if your chat gets 100+ likes every time you post something. Then you'll be like part of the elite, right?
I thought the system of grandfathered in was going to happen. But when I found out there was no grandfathering, they were just going to literally, you got to pay now. You're already a celebrity. You're a retired celebrity. You got to pay for it. You know what I mean? So
they took it away from actual famous people, like people I knew that literally live a rock star life every day.
Shit,
and they
took it away from the Washington Post.
They did. There was a whole. That's the thing is that like.
They took it away from Ebro. Ebro was actually famous, bro. He was like, he said, I'm still verified, cool. Then they took it from you. So I was like, man, that's crazy.
You know what, though, man? I got to be honest, bro. There's nothing more aggravating than being on Instagram and seeing a blue check and then you clicking on it and it's some girl that I've known for 10 years and that's still going to the bars, not doing shit with her life. She's got the blue check, and for some reason, like I keep getting denied my blue check on Instagram, bro. Yeah. Like they, So
you're willing to pay for it? They just not giving it.
No. So I like submitted all my info, and they were like, if it's a business or something, that's what they're looking for. So I've got over 10 videos that I was on the news for, right? So I just upload the 5 different things for like my news interviews about Native, and it's like, nope, you still didn't pass verification. It's like. How the hell are all these fucking girls that have just pictures of themselves, nothing going for themselves, how are they getting the blue check? And I'm over here, I keep getting denied when I'm an official brand. And every follower that we get is a real follower, bro. Yeah. Like we fight for those. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Those are handshakes, man. Every single person that comes through here that wants to follow us, like we are talking to them. Yeah. These aren't just random people. And that's frustrating to me too because I don't know like are these
I'm doing something wrong obviously like I don't know if like the videos aren't enough but like if I post 5 videos of me on the news about my clothing brand, how's it not a brand?
You know,
I literally, when Twitter started picking on, like 2009 or something like that, 2009, 2010. Around 2010, you used to go in the settings, and then they make you fill out the application. I filled out the application. I sent them everything and my website, all my little stuff. And then literally a month or so later, on my desktop, they asked me, "Do you want to secure your account?" I said, "Yes, of course."
Yeah.
And then they gave me a literal list, like, which one of these posts are more effective? And I'm like, the hashtag, because it has a link attached to it. Then I was like, which one of these people are celebrities or not? I'm like, these, because they have checkmark and verified accounts. And I literally just answered all these questions.
Yeah.
And then after I did it, it just did it. It just went through. I didn't have to,
Congratulations, here you
I
are.
ain't have a PR agent. I ain't pay nobody no money. And then after that, they were like, man, how much it cost? I'm like, I don't know what it costs. I just know I submitted for it and told them who I was and had, But I also understood Google rankings prior to. I understood the follow back ratio prior to. Like, everything that you would need to make sure, like, oh, yeah, this person is important or deemed important. You know what I mean? Like, we had videos that was picking up mad stuff. So it's like, that's weird. That
bro, like I even had a video of me getting a deal with Tide, like the cleaning product, bro. Like, we're even the news reporters were like, it says Tide, the native brand, right across the bottle, and he's like, Jay even made this with a certain scent. He says it smells like the city of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, bro, like, what the hell, man? Like, I'm over it at this point, because it's like you said, the blue checks, they always pop up at the top, so you can always, and everyone always clicks on those people to see, oh, well, how does he know this person? Right. You know what I mean? Or like, oh, they mess with each other. But yeah, bro, I'm doing something wrong, man. I'm gonna have to have you fill it out next month.
You gotta do an OnlyFans. That's gonna get you there. I promise you.
Bro, so when we got a chance to interview Trayvon Williams, he was the first athlete to get a OnlyFans deal.
Yeah, he's a deal with them.
So they're, but it's not sexual at all. They're like, he's got his production company. They're gonna do behind the scenes of the Bengals. Yeah. He's got to do 1 podcast a month. So I think we're actually setting it up here to do a conspiracy theory podcast.
That's fine.
Yeah, you gotta have me one of those.
I seen one of them fights. They had all the boxes. They had the OnlyFans joint on there because you get the cheese for the sponsorship. So I'm like, oh, OnlyFans going crazy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, the Juggernaut's got the big OnlyFans pants on, man. He that dude is one scary human. He does the bare knuckle boxing.
Damn.
And he was in the store maybe like six months to a year ago,
dude,
bro. And he's like,
insane.
I want to get merch done. And like, he's like, I'm a fucking teddy bear. And like, I'm terrified of this dude, just the way he talks, bro. But he's like, he's super cool, man. I keep in touch with him. And I took the time and designed this super dope shirt. And like, I gave him like a sample of what it would look like. He's like, yeah, run that. And so I ran the shirt, and he was like, "No, man, make it look more like the Muhammad Ali photo." And I'm like, "God damn, dude, I just spent 2 hours on this thing, bro." But that's how it is, man. It's like, yeah.
He is his Instagram, bro. He's a monster. He coming at these guys are. He's like.
He was going head on with a ram. He was putting his head up against a ram's head, and he was pushing the ram back. Like,
wait,
I'm
who
telling
is this
you,
guy?
he is insane.
The Juggernaut, bro.
Dude.
I gotta look this motherfucker
Oh
up.
man, we'll give his
crazy.
Sounds
Instagram
like tons
hang.
of fun, guys.
These guys are willingly getting into this ring with this guy, and he is just demolishing every person that comes through. And he came into the store, and he is just a gigantic, and he's so nice though. He's so nice. He's such a nice guy. But when I started watching his Instagram, now I get all his videos. Yeah. Dude, I'm like, who would ever?
Is that the Lorenzo Hunt?
Sure is, bro.
I'm like, who would ever willingly get into a ring with him?
I have seen this guy before.
Dude, he's insane. This last
Damn,
fight.
he's huge.
Let me see. I think this is the one.
Yeah, bro. He's no joke, man. Whew.
Yeah, he got dropped in this last fight, dude. And then once he got back up, the guy came at him, and he just one shot to the face, bro. And the guy couldn't even breathe when he was on the ground. He was like, all you do is just breathe in, dude. Just like,
boy.
But that's the thing, man. Like,
I'm telling you, buddy. You see some of the videos?
Yeah, I was watching some of them.
Man, he is a hoss, dude. He is no joke.
Yeah, he's
crazy.
I think he's from Cleveland. right?
Yep.
So that's what he was doing in
Bro, I
town.
just found out Don King was from Cleveland, man.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
man. You know I'm young as hell, but I'm old as hell at the same time. So I was like, bro, what? He from Cleveland? I said, that's crazy, kid.
He's not around anymore, right?
No, he's still here, man.
Oh, is
he
he?
He just did something with Adrian like weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Wants $1 million in a picture. So I'm assuming he, you know,
Damn, he's still trying to get.
get it when you fit him, my
Yeah,
boy.
still trying to get that money off of
You
whoever's
feel me?
gonna give it to him.
It's all about entertainment at the end of the day. I just hope that boxing don't turn into wrestling. You feel me?
Right.
That's what it's looking like right
Yeah,
now.
that's what it's looking like.
Yeah, bro. Did you get a chance to see the Gervonta Davis fight?
We was in the studio while it was
Oh,
happening.
yeah.
Yeah,
we was in the studio.
I literally have my phone on it.
Now,
I have my
now
phone
granted,
on it. I was like,
granted,
I pirated that shit.
I got a whole lot of calls once it happened,
Yeah.
but I was in the studio while it happened.
Dang.
Yeah, shout out to Luck, man, because I'm pretty sure Luck is a rich man right now. After that,
Oh, be
After
like,
that,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
Nah, the amount of money he put down on that, I know he somebody got right now. for
Man,
sure.
did you? So you guys saw the like stomach shot? It was probably like up,
It's like a
up
rib
in the
shot, man.
kidney,
Like,
like,
yeah,
it is.
like
It was like rib. Bro.
I will say
I thought
this.
he broke a rib.
I will
man.
say this to anyone that
I thought
thinks
he did too.
to anyone that thinks that is fake, you have clearly not taken a rib shot
Yeah, you
before.
just don't know.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Bro,
that shit
no
hurts
boxing.
bad.
It don't have to look like
what
a
were
lot
they?
to be
They
a
were
lot.
saying was
No, that's the thing, man. I've got
some people being critical of it. Like, come on.
No, a lot of
Well,
people were saying
he
it
got
was
hit
fake.
hard, man. Yeah, fake.
People just
Like
be
he
saying
gave in.
stuff.
They
staying
said
on
he
the
fell.
phone.
They
well,
said
it was
he
it
went
was
down.
it was like a shot to
Delayed
the solar
response.
plex right there,
Yeah.
and then
But
he didn't drop to a knee for like another 3 seconds or so. So he got punched and then he stepped back.
But this the
and-
thing. He was taking body shots all night. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's not
Yeah.
like it was that one punch that did him in. But bro was whooping his ass.
You
Yeah.
gotta understand that shot is a delayed
So
response.
so
Like,
that's and that's the thing, man.
Yeah.
I've got a good buddy, Dale Crow, who used to be a professional boxer. He's from Cincy. Do you know Dale Crow?
That sounds crazy familiar.
Yeah, bro. He's like one of these
I
old.
respect him because his name Dale, but go ahead.
He's one of these old school cats, but he used to always be at the bars and stuff, and he
Yeah.
just used to tell me, bro. He's like, if you ever want to get out of a fight quick, bro, hit him right there. Like,
It's over.
it doesn't have to be a face shot. You don't have to like make it look bloody. Just one quick shot to the solar plex, and they're not gonna be able to fucking move.
Oh,
You know.
What I was telling everybody who wanted to have a long-term conversation about Tank versus Ryan, I said, look, if you go a full 12, it could get dicey, it could be whatever. But if Tank lands one clean hit, just one clean hit, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
I need people to understand this little man hands has dynamite. in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for
And-
those Tyson uppercuts though, bro.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
waiting
he
for
bopped
that.
him on that second
It's
round.
but it's that when they throw that right and then they lean, that sneaky left, like, bing, that
Yeah.
little big man. I didn't listen. It's ain't the story, bro.
Look.
And I look everybody that I called, they told me, no, Ryan's gonna destroy him. They didn't pick up their phone.
Nah.
They're not on Facebook right
Look,
now.
I will say, I thought Ryan was gonna win if it went
That's
to decision.
unfortunate.
If it went to decision, if it went to distance,
Yeah.
I thought he'd had more speed.
I will-
And
Only
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
I
only
will.
argument that people was running with. He's
Yeah.
just faster than him. He's gonna outbox him.
And
Like that boy is strong,
yeah, for sure. And
very strong.
I will say,
Skill levels.
I
Was
think-
definitely.
I think over those last 2 rounds, Ryan was starting to pick it back up. So when Tank got him when he did, that was a crazy
The perfect
sequence.
time, yeah,
it was
yeah.
the perfect timing.
Yeah.
Because Tank was getting rocked that round before
Yeah.
that. So it was kind of crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that happened the way it did.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh,
and
man.
then they didn't. I heard Ryan didn't give his purse up,
Nah, nope.
Yeah, Tank told him to keep it.
Nah, he
Yeah.
told him keep it. Yeah, he told him keep it.
bro. I would have taken that. I would have taken that, and then I'd have been like, you can have it back on when we do the
Rematch.
trilogy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
come on,
bro.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie to
That's
you, though.
fucked up.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Tank
Bro,
made-
you gotta
Tank
like
made
you gotta
5.
get in his head, right? Like you took his money. Like
Yeah,
you should have kept his money,
You
bro.
already
Like
in
he
his head
agreed
before
to
the
it.
fight.
I think
Because at the end of the day, you know, Tank would have given it.
he would have.
Yeah.
He would have. He would have. But the thing is, though, like his bruised ego is out. Brett needed out the deal. He was like, you know what, like.
Yeah.
I did what I told you I was gonna do to you, so that's it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Keep your money. Like I got it. I made 5, so I'm straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I made a $5 million deal. I'm straight.
Dude, you know what, man? That the first time that Garcia got dropped though was like, oh, like I was screaming at the house, bro.
I wish I could have saw it, man. I'm so. But we
seen
just
that
got done
live,
doing the
real
FC stuff.
time.
And shout out to Brittany Marie too.
Oh,
She
yeah.
did
Shout out to
FC.
Brittany Marie. Hold on.
Bro, yeah,
Let's give her
man.
a clap real quick.
Come on.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm
You know what?
I'm gonna drink to that.
And I'm just gonna show you guys how much love he has, because the very first thing he put on here was his wife's name.
Come on now.
Boom,
Come on
there
now.
it is.
We're not playing, y'all. We're not playing. We're going to talk about Queen City Blues now.
Right?
Come on. But
Yeah,
now, real
bro.
talk. But real talk, man. She just did FC Stadium, man. Sold out, man. 25K, 513 people, man. And in the cold, sung the national anthem in the cold.
Yeah.
Freezing cold. And killed it, man. Like this. Being down there is super crazy because I be like, good Lord. Y'all be kicking stuff down here.
And this is in Cincinnati. You're looking around going, man,
Yeah.
like how is this in the middle of downtown, bro?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's even iller because we do the rehearsal with nobody in there except
Oh,
for like
wow.
security,
Yeah.
the team and other people. So when we go outside, everybody in the bars and stuff that we going to while we waiting to come back is in FC gear. And like I told her, I'm like, you're gonna see these people twice, but they're gonna think of you differently after they see you sing. And like they seeing you now as just some civilian. But once I told them, like, yeah, we about to go back to the stadium because she about to sing the national anthem, the entire mood just changed. Like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
But then they heard her, and it was crazy, man.
Bro, she's got an amazing voice. Even my wife was like out of the entire event that we did down there in Madison.
Yeah.
That was the first one she brought up, bro. She was like,
For sure.
that girl is going somewhere. Like she gave Kaylin goosebumps, man. So.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, it was a surreal experience because I was coming from Dayton for the game, right? And I brought a girl with me, and it,
Uh-oh. Let me
no, we'll get
let
to
me-
that part.
let me-
But, hey,
let me
but
show
hold on.
you.
But my thing is, it was
That was
crazy.
the one thing we weren't supposed to talk about. It was too late,
It was
girl.
crazy.
Too late,
It was
my boy.
crazy though.
Too
'cause
late, my boy.
We were running to
I
the
wasn't with
stadium,
him.
right? we were running to the stadium, and we're hearing Britney sing the national anthem as
Oh,
we're running
shit.
to the stadium, and it was such a surreal experience.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? My friend is singing the national anthem. I'm hearing it outside the stadium as I'm running to the stadium to get in to see her. But it was mind blowing, and I know
Dude,
she
that's
had
awesome.
she had a couple other friends just literally outside the stadium recording that shit,
That's
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
and it was man. I'll tell you what.
Because you couldn't get in with no more tickets, so people just sitting outside recording it, and then they tagging her in and not hearing their voice like, yeah! Like, it was,
Yeah.
It was
super, super dope, man. It was a surreal experience. And then the last time she did it, we didn't have a green room. We went in there, we did it, and we watched the game and left. This time, like, she had a green room and it had a shower in it. I was like, wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't never seen a green room with a shower. I done seen a lot of green rooms in my day.
Right.
But I ain't never had a shower in mine, so I'm like, I got to step my game up.
Yeah.
But it was super dope, man. And they was so nice and handled the photography and videography that we were doing. Like, nobody was jerks about it. They were like, yeah, cool, you get an unlimited pass, full field access. It was
Oh, that's cool, man.
super cool, man.
Because you know a lot of those places are gonna be like, no, content
Man,
only. Like
what?
you can't
Bruh.
record.
Bruh, I done had joints where I'm like, this my concert. Y'all telling me I can't bring my media people with me? Like, nah,
Right.
it's just you. It's corny, man. So how do I document what I'm doing if I can't bring my media people in here?
He's down there on the field while she's singing. He's doing his little Jackson Mahomes dances and shit. on TikTok.
Yeah.
While Brittany's in the
That's funny.
background, like,
Bro, y'all don't
that's-
even
that's
know.
my girl.
I was going live with one phone, holding the camera at an angle with the other hand, trying to get the jumbotron because my boy right here is shooting. And I said, man, we gonna do the best recap on planet Earth. Watch this. Yeah, but it's lit, man. It's so much media, so much content. And then with her, like, you know, she been around for a minute. You know what I'm saying? She went to performing arts. You know what I mean? She was around when they was on MTV. And, but now it's like she's a solo act, and she has to like experience this as like, this is my body of work, and y'all gotta judge it as a whole. And that's scary, you know, when your first time doing it, your debut.
Oh yeah.
And then especially in this age, because they're consuming faster than they ever consume.
100%.
You don't get an album and then have a whole year to talk about it. So we got to give her. I'm giving her a 22-week rollout, pre and post, and then after that we got to move on to the next thing. And you can't miss it. You got to just do it, move on, and hit the road, get back out, and just and that's the process you got to be in love with. If not, man, this is gonna be. Like you're gonna want to quit. Like this
For sure,
is gonna feel like a job.
but she's got somebody like you in her corner too,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That's
man.
like, you know, you're the biggest fan.
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
and also like you know how to jive and move in this business. So it's
I
like
had to get savvy, man.
teamwork makes dream work,
Yeah,
bro.
and the same thing with them is the same thing I do with her. Like if I see them doing things or talking about ideas, like let me save you 2 years. No, like just
Yeah,
do it
100%.
this way, or
Yep.
instead of going the long way, or because some people take a million cheap shortcuts and make an expensive mistake, and I need y'all to just, if you're gonna go big and do that, and take the experience, and it can go positive or negative, but just keep going. Just don't keep people be cheaping themselves out, and before you know it's like, boy, I just spent all my money on trying to get y'all attention. It's like you should have just went big, made it a moment, and got people talking. And that conversation is the billboard that's gonna make you the money back.
Exactly.
So booking and it just funnel it. So it's just any way I can say them, I will try.
Can't cut corners.
He said billboard. He said billboard. So I got to bring my boy ShoweZ in here. Hey, you want to tell him about the billboard you recently got, bro?
Yeah, ShoweZ. Let's talk. Let's talk, bro. What's up?
Good,
What's up,
man.
dude?
What's good?
Good, bro.
Bro, that
Long day.
that you're talking about the New York one.
Yeah,
That shit was so fire,
I
bro.
had my native brand. You feel me?
Yeah, he was wearing the
I know
Joe
what he-
Cool shirt, just crushing it,
My
bro.
brother,
Hey, bro.
It was
Yeah,
like
man.
it was. I even showed it to my wife. She's like, you know that guy? I'm like, yeah. She's like that, and that's your shirt. Like that's
Yeah.
really your shirt. I'm like, fucking pause it. Like,
Yeah.
yes, that's my shirt, man.
Yeah.
Man, that feels good.
But it was dope because he was like, it was right in the middle of Times Square, bro, and he just kind of looks over, and it's like he's got on the flannel and that shirt underneath, and he looks back, and it's like the jumbotron that like on the big billboard in the middle of Times Square.
Oh, nice.
Like his shit's happening,
That's
bro.
fire, bro.
Man.
That's
Yeah, man,
fire.
you gotta make it happen, bro. So, yeah, man. All that to say, I'm dropping an album, bro. So,
Hey.
that was like the rollout that kind of kicked off everything.
So what do we expect from this project?
and-
Yeah,
and
bro.
When can we
Get-
expect
summarize
it?
it.
Let's get some
Give me what are
details.
those? What's
This
the
project
feels, my
kinda
dog? Who on
summarized-
it?
bro? So, I gotta give a huge shout out to A Plus, Jug made it. 2 producers. It's a couple other producers on there as well. Shout out Tree Time. He made the beat for Way Up. Rennie Rich, my guy's from Kazakhstan. He made 2 of the beats on
Oh
there.
shit.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Connected with him over BeatStars, and then it's another producer, Squirrel Beats. He made a beat for one of the singles I'm dropping, Bella Hadid. That'll be dropping a week before the project drops. So, I also want to say shout out to Too Rich as a feature. Shout out to my boy Impact as a feature on Rockstar, and then my boy Apollo Storm. He's up in Columbus, trying to connect the ties with Ohio. So,
Oh, yeah.
he's on another song. Probably my favorite song on the project, for real. But yeah, man, this project kind of just represents my life lately. You know what I'm saying? Rage On, No Rest for the Wicked. You know, it's just been a representation of, you know, kind of what, I don't know if we got that in the podcast, but what we was talking about earlier, just like the grind of, you know what I'm saying, barely sleeping and just kind of like having to get up and do this shit all over again every day. Like,
Always.
you feel me? So, I
Bro,
feel like
that's-
that's been like a common theme in my life. And the first song, a line was 6 a.m. in Nashville. I need an Advil, and I was literally in Nashville, and I
You needed
woke
an
up.
Advil at
I
6
woke
a.m.?
up
Yeah.
at 6 a.m. and I heard the beat. I woke up to the beat, and I just recorded that
See,
joint.
that's a
And then
line.
like the whole project
That's a
started.
line.
You feel me? The whole
Oh,
project
man.
started from there. Next song was 5 a.m. and we up again. So I'm like, you know what? This has a trending topic of like Insomniac vibes. So that's kind of like the whole the whole aesthetic of the album.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there too that are in that same mode, man. Me and him are, bro. It's like every day we wake up, like we're still hunting for our meal, bro. It's
Yeah.
not like the shit's on autopilot, right?
Yeah.
So it's like we wake up and it's like, okay, what do I need to take care of today, dude? Like, what can I knock out to you know, I've got this big.
Big
I got
to-do list.
Yeah,
Huge.
big to-do list, bro. And it's like, you know,
Staring-
just
staring at me.
one piece of paper at a time, man. You know, like when I came in today, the 7-Up door was broke. The LED
That door is
the-
fire too. I didn't know. When I remember the first
Yeah.
time seeing that shit, I was like,
That
where
blew
am
my
I at?
mind, bro.
Appreciate
Where the
it,
fuck
man.
am I?
Yeah, but it always happens this way, bro. Like the machine broke over the weekend, and then the LED mapping on the back wall wasn't working.
Man.
And then all of a sudden this morning, like I get a call from Channel 12. They're like, we want to do a news interview. And it's like, fuck, I've been trying to get you guys to
Right.
come here for 3 months.
When it was
And
good.
when it was good, and then you want to come in on the day that everything's broke.
Man. And
So-
that's literally like same shit, different realm. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
bro.
Like when it came to this project, like there were so many times where I thought I was done. And then it was like, first it went from 10 songs. Well, first it went from 8 songs to 10 songs. And it was like, all right, this 10 songs is great, but it feels like it's ending like on a weird note. So I'm like, now I need to find an outro. And in the midst of finding an outro, the whole project got fucking deleted. And like all the original files.
Oh, shit.
My hard drive.
No
Remember
way.
you calling
My-
me about
my-
that shit,
bro,
man.
My producer, so like all the tracks were done separately, but like how we wanted to do this project was we really wanted to put time and extra effort in this, like the transitions and making it like a masterpiece. So like we took all the songs, put them in one file, and like mixed every like part of the song, adding effects and stuff, and then like all of a sudden I was planning to go to Nashville and finish the project, get it mastered in Nashville with two of my producers. Both of them couldn't make it, so like that Sunday of that weekend, I'm on my
You're
way.
clutch for still coming though.
Yeah, no,
You're
yeah,
clutch for
I
still
still had to
coming.
come. I still had to come.
Yeah.
But on my way back, I'm like, all right, let's lock in, bro. I'm gonna be back at like 8 o'clock. Let's get this shit done. He's like, bro, my computer won't turn on.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what?
I'm like, what the fuck, man? But granted, like you said, these things happen, bro. Like that happening, I was just gonna upload this. Like I said, it was just 10 tracks. I was just gonna upload it like that. But that happening, I had another song that I kept listening to. I'm like, yo, this is the fucking outro. Like, so then we ended up listening to that. I sent it to one of my producers. He kicked up this crazy ass transition, and then it was like, all right, bro, now this is it. We went back, redid all the transitions, and you feel me. And it took a little extra time. It took a few more sleepless nights, but the payoff is that much bigger, you know. So I think that's like, and the transgression of the album, it kind of shows that. It goes a lot of highs and lows, you know what I'm saying? A lot of like trippy moments, a lot of like surreal and like celestial moments where you feel on top of the world, and then you know what I'm saying, you got your rager moments. So
Dope, bro.
Yeah, I can't
so
wait
what's
to keep
your so like when you're putting this album together, where do you drop your favorite track? Like what number?
Honestly, with this one, it was hard because like I never like coming out the gate with all of my bangers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I kind of want to progress to that. I want to start with something that's gonna catch your attention, but I don't want to give you my favorite. So what I did was I kind of put my favorite track around like I think it's track 9.
Okay.
Because like I feel like a lot of times that's where like things kind of like fall off and people are like, all right, these first 5 or 6 songs are really dope. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, then you kind of have that drop off, but then like that's where I really hit you. Like it's like, damn, like
That's interesting.
What am I listening to right now? Like
The
and it
average
kinda
record goes normally 3.
3.
You feel me? Yeah.
3. All right. Yeah.
Number
That's
3 is
that's what I've always thought too,
Yeah.
man. Just by buying CDs on Tuesdays at Best Buy, bro. It's like number 3 is always the banger, and then like number 7 is always like it's up there.
Yeah.
Cut,
But
B-side.
number 3 is always the one that you got to go to first and hear that, and then listen to the rest. Like that's all what I've always
See,
done,
low
bro.
key and subconsciously, that's what I've always done. And I think number 3 probably has my favorite verse,
All right.
energy wise.
Okay.
But how the project is, I wanted it to be jam packed. You know what I'm saying? I wanted
sure.
it to be balanced across the board. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep people engaged throughout the whole thing. So like, I feel like if I space it out in a way, you know what I'm saying, where I have maybe it might not be my favorite song, but this might be my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Feeling. You know what I'm saying? Or this might be my favorite hook. Or this might be my favorite collab. You know what I'm saying? I try to place it strategically so it kind of keeps people attention.
Yeah. Do you guys like the song that you think is the banger? Does it always reciprocate on the other end, where like you're like, bro, like number 9 is the shit, and everyone was like, bro, like number 7 is my fucking
Bro,
favorite.
swear to God, that literally happened. Bro, the guy who shout out PJ, PRJR Sound, he pretty much mastered my whole project, mixed most of the tracks. He was like, yeah, bro, I showed the project to this girl. She loves Drake. And he was like, you'll never guess what song she liked. And it was my least favorite song on the project.
Yeah.
He's like, that was her favorite song. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
But
bro.
that's dope, right? Because like as an artist, like you don't know what's gonna stick against the wall, bro. Like you got your own personal favorites, and you know you might have like a moment on track 9 that you know you were in the studio and some dope shit happened, and that's why it's your favorite song. But like, you know, when it comes to like other people's ears, bro, like everyone's
You
got
never
their
know.
own opinion, man.
Yeah.
Same thing with us, bro. It's like we've got like over 170 different logos that we've done here, and it's like
I love the MTV one.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
See, I
yeah,
appreciate
so,
you, man.
yeah,
That's
bro.
not even in my top 10, but that's like, but that's just one of those things that the Harambe is not even in my top 20 , but that's the number 1 seller here,
'cause it
bro.
connect-
Rob me
connects.
it though.
Yup.
That Rob me it though. I'm telling you.
That's my favorite, bro.
Man, listen.
Which one is your favorite?
The Dennis Rodman.
Listen.
Yeah,
That
with
one's fire.
the green puff.
Attention to detail with the glow in the dark green
Yeah,
hair.
no, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, bro.
That's tough.
I just I want to frame it. I don't want to wear it. I want to frame it
Yeah.
and put it on my wall.
Yeah.
Literally, I want to frame.
I'll get you one.
But
hell yeah.
You know what? We should do a custom canvas with that. That'd be tight. Bro.
I would love
Dude,
that, though.
let's do
and
it.
then spray paint the,
Yeah.
the hair on that one. That'd be
That's
fire.
a great idea.
That's what I want. I want to have it on my wall and how you sign it. And that's it. Like, it's-
Hey, all
I'm
right.
a collector, if anything. I'm a collector.
I definitely need some more native drip in mine.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Yeah, bro. I mean, now that you've got that Joe Cool shirt, because
I got the
wore it
Chase
on
one
like
too.
five different occasions.
I was about to say, hey man, I'll be recycling that one because it's so hard.
I appreciate
I
it,
take
bro.
recycling
That's
now.
your
It's on rotation. But now that the Jamar Chase, you know what I'm saying, the bird one, that joint heat too. I love throwing that on when I'm in my fuck you mood. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro. Appreciate it, man.
When we were on the boat, did you wear the Joe Cool one too?
Yeah, I
Oh,
wore both
shit.
of them. I wore both of
Oh,
them. I wore my Jamar
To the
Chase.
yacht party,
And-
my
and-
man.
No.
This
This was in
cruise.
Bahamas.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I know.
That's what's
I
up.
seen that photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first time I whipped it out.
That was crazy. But no, that sounded wrong.
Well,
Shit.
Wow.
But no.
Hold on now.
Anyways,
You got
hey,
crazy.
but real talk though, I wanted to go back to something real quick. So just one example, we talk about our business etiquette, our business getting way better as a collective, right? Show's rollout began with a billboard in Times Square. Brittany Marie's rollout began with the national anthem for the FC Cincinnati game.
Yeah.
That's the level everybody needs to fucking
And,
be
then,
on. now.
and these are
Yeah.
these are like moments that you would like thinking back when you first start. You aren't thinking of like, damn, how it feels. It's surreal when you, like you said, it's surreal when you get there. Like seeing the shit on Times Square, bro, walking past that shit. It's like, damn, it was like a manifestation moment. It's like, I'm really TV on a big TV. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
crazy.
and like even like singing a national anthem, like, bro, in any type of stadium, like that gives you chills. That stuff you like as a kid. You like, damn, I wish I could be that person. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. They giving you a responsibility, and it's time for you to step up and make the most of that moment. And like, bro, they
Take it and run with it.
take it and run with it,
It's
right?
funny though, because it's like you gotta prove how American you are by remembering the song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you gotta
Oh,
hit
man,
you
you
gotta hit the
don't-
Whitney Houston.
You don't want to
Right.
be. You don't want to
do
be
your own
un-American
version.
here.
You gotta
Yeah.
do your own version of the Whitney Houston.
Nah,
run.
but what
Yeah.
but this is the thing though. I'm gonna tell you about subtleties as far as like how much research she did prior to her actually doing it. So she blended like two different national anthems and then put her own spin on it. And if you hear like
Hard.
how the runs are done, it's part.
I gotta hear it back because I seen the videos, but I gotta hear that shit. back.
Well, we're gonna do a whole recap, so you're gonna be able to hear it. But like when you hear it, she does certain runs that Whitney Houston specifically did, and then she do like other runs, and then she do her own like unique runs, and it's strange when you hear it, bro, because it's like it's so seamless. You don't really notice that these things are happening until you like. If you listen to the
Analyze
Whitney
it.
Houston, then the other one, and then know how she sings.
Light
on
bulb,
it.
light bulb. Y'all need to throw that footage in a music video, bro.
That'd be
Like,
interesting.
ASAP.
That'd be
Like-
interesting.
Like just as B-roll, like
Yeah, it'll be
of like
interesting. But nah, she cold. bro.
accolades and shit y'all doing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but you know, I'm trying to find a way to show like the decoration of like moments and milestones without it. You try to piece it out. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
yeah,
we
you
in
gotta make it make
bite-sized media,
sense,
so
of
I gotta
course.
give them a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, and then in the year end we give everything at once, like versus jam packing everything in one, and then like the average fan is like, what else you got?
Yeah,
Like,
nah.
literally, I could
You-
bare
you
my
got-
soul in 20 songs. I'm like, what else you got,
Yeah.
bro?
It's all
Right.
about,
Like,
especially
hey,
nowadays, bro. It's all
I'm ready
about
to fight when I see y'all now.
it's about the balance of like putting out a lot of content because
yeah.
you compete. I don't know if y'all seen, but Mac DeMarco dropped a 199 song
Yeah, man,
project,
like
bro.
8-9 hours.
Holy
9-hour
shit.
project. The guy who made Alone Again, like
Yeah.
that song. I love that fucking song. But he dropped a 199 song project. Young boy dropping projects with like 60 fucking songs, like
Yeah,
mixtapes
Gucci
and
Man
shit.
just did it too, 90
Yeah,
songs.
you feel me? So it's
Yeah.
like you in a age and time where like it doesn't matter. You just got to put shit out, but. Especially in the stages where we are, and like we said,
I
with
say those three
with that,
people
you
have
know what I'm saying? You
established
gotta
bases
kind
and subscribers.
you
for
gotta
sure.
kind of like be able to piece it out because it's like you don't want to give too much, but then you don't want to starve your audience either.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
But
I think everything has to be strategic. So, like, for example, my rollout started in January. I dropped a music video in January. February, I opened up for Montana 300. I was direct support. March, I dropped another music video. April, I opened up for Glorilla. My project's not coming out till June or July probably.
Okay.
I started from the beginning of the year.
Sure.
And then if y'all remember Monty and ShoweZ, I had a project that was called Hop On or Fuck Off 2, right? And I introduced a bunch of Cincinnati artists on that project. But the thing about it is I literally dropped that album, let it run for almost 2 years without needing to drop much of anything else.
Yeah.
Right.
Just because I just strategically had content ready.
Right. Content happening while music is streaming. I think the content idea that you can make an album last way longer in its lifespan because of just extra content and grayscaling a bunch of videos of the same stuff you've already released in color. Like seriously,
that's like what I'm trying to figure out with this one is like how am I gonna make this shit last? Because I already got ideas of like how I want to promote my upcoming project like during Halloween and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? It's all about Rick. And then like for me, a big issue for me is like I hate like posting the same thing twice or like recycle because I feel like they've already seen this, but like no, like you can't think like that. There's so many people that haven't seen anything.
Yeah,
And everybody that's seen it on Twitter ain't seen it on Instagram. Everybody seen it on Instagram ain't seen it on Snap.
And there's there's the familiarness like that when you're releasing something they've already seen, you're gonna get positive feedback because it's familiar.
Yeah.
So you might be just not even you shouldn't worry about it. Is basically what I'm saying. You should just push it, and if someone has already seen it, they're like, I already thought I liked this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
they're gonna like it again.
Now,
Right, exactly. So now you're gonna double up on the likes because people are gonna see it and they're like, I thought I liked this before. Man, maybe I gotta hit my homie up again.
That happens to me all the time,
Yeah.
bro, where I see something that's like, I know I've already liked this, dude.
But
Why-
you
why
like
is
it anyways.
Yeah,
But
you gotta like it again.
Yeah, because you don't want to lose it in because you can check your interactions on your Instagram and everything, and a lot of people go back and check what they liked, so they don't want to miss out on the moment. And if it's a moment that's you're presenting to them that they've already seen, dude, double down. I'm here for the maximization of what we're doing, not just the short-term thought process. We're trying to elongate.
Two smart things that I've seen that really stuck with me, man, was when like Walk the Moon. They're
genius.
So Walk the Moon's a band from Cincinnati that got.
Y'all remember Shut Up and Dance With Me?
Yeah, Shut Up and Dance with Me.
Yeah.
So they
Are they from here?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
What?
crazy.
Why you think
Yeah.
that played everywhere?
Damn, bro. I couldn't get
I was at the show that got them signed.
Damn.
Yeah.
I got recorded
My homie
on
went to high
video.
school with
Kings
Yeah.
Island non-stop,
Continue,
boy.
yeah.
I made the merch.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
elite.
man.
They wanted
bro, rock stars
color
are born
changing
in
merch.
Ohio.
Color changing merch.
Yeah, it was fire, bro. But the thing is, so before they got popular, man, they knew they had something. But every one of their songs, they made a music video for, and it wasn't like overproduced. It wasn't like a real music video. It was them with their cell phones, right? And all it was just secondary content. So if you like the song, then you can hop on YouTube and because like here at the store, like we use YouTube for music all day. So and anything with like a visual content ends up going a lot further. So
Thank you for that, by the way, for playing the music videos, for doing everything you guys do in
always,
the store.
bro.
It's fucking fire.
yeah,
Keep us alive.
every
Bro.
Thursday, man, we want to do like local Thursdays where we play nothing but local music here, bro.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man. I think it'd be fire, and that's something I want to talk to Monty about in a minute because you brought something up like a month ago, bro, and it's stuck in my head, and it's like
bro.
this is what's gonna help the wheel turn.
Yes, man.
But the other thing, besides Walk the Moon doing all these music videos, just so you can have secondary content on YouTube, and I'll show you the videos, bro. It's way less produced than you guys are doing. So if you guys are able to knock out these music videos with your production team, keep it going. But like what they did was like they didn't have any money, so they were just using cell phones and doing goofy shit. But it was secondary content, and then you got to know the band and you got to know the people behind the music. But the second one was 50 Cent, bro. When 50 Cent came out with The Massacre, he came out like, I think the first CD I bought was accidentally edited. So I bought the CD that was unrated, and then he dropped a DVD part, which was like all fucking 20 songs or whatever, and each song had a video to it.
Yeah.
So
Because Gatman and Robin,
bro, like
yeah,
like
somebody gonna die tonight. Ski Mask Way, those was my joints, man.
yeah, bro.
Massacre was my theme song on the West Side. Boy, I
So
was tripping to that
and bro,
song.
so when he came out with that album, I was like, this motherfucker just caught me for like $60 because like I bought 2 albums and I bought the $30 DVD, but like I bought the DVD because I had a TV in my car, so now I can play audio, music, and videos. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man.
but that was just one of those things where like that always stuck with me because there's not many people that would re-release an album with nothing but music videos on it.
Yeah.
But at the time when I was in Best Buy, bro, I had the TV in my car, so it was like I was always going for the DVDs instead of the music videos.
But
man.
at this stage, man, honestly, like the standard now that is golden is Beyonce. So you know, Beyonce gets booked for Coachella, which is the rate she's gonna pay to do that.
Yeah.
And then she takes all the footage from that, sells it to Netflix, and then she has a 3-part Netflix deal. So she does the Homecoming Netflix special for the people that didn't get to make it to Coachella. So she gets paid for that. Then she took the live stream of the things, like, and it got mixed, and they made an album out of that. So 3 times over, she's gotten paid for the same
Performance, bro, like
performance. And
maximizing.
Yeah, bro. And then all of that got converted into TikToks that kids make videos and dances. She's this one performance she got booked for, she's got paid for 4 to 5 times over.
That's crazy.
Then the next album, you say, you know what? Let's just do the deal with Disney, make a short film out of it, and then make an album to match everything in the short film, and then get paid 2-3 times over the same way.
Yeah, bro.
And it's like that. Literally, that's the only way I want to do stuff now. So we're gonna make the album, then we're gonna do the live performance of it. Then the live performance, which is gonna be recorded, mixed, mastered, and then we're gonna make the vinyl, which is the live out, and it's just rinse, wash, and repeat, and we get paid 2-3 times for it.
I love vinyls, bro. I still buy vinyls. I've been buying cassettes lately.
Hey, that's lit, man. That's
Yeah.
lit. My Crosley got a cassette thing. I don't even got nothing to play on it. I just got it, bro.
That's tight.
Yeah, bro. The novelty will never die, bro. Like I don't care what nobody says.
Bro, I'm
The
like-
novelty
Yeah,
will never
you
die.
get the diehards that love that shit,
I
bro.
don't care.
Well, I mean, think about it, bro. Give it 10 years while music is getting so, not music, but like the stereo
Media,
systems
yeah,
are getting
yeah.
so small where you can have Alexa, and you can have her plugged out throughout the house where you've got your music going in every room. Bro, there's going to be a point in time where people are going to be like, no, man, I want my dad's record player. I want my dad's, reel to reel. Like my uncle's got a reel to reel, and I keep telling him, I'm like,
hard.
that's mine, dude.
Hey, take
Like-
that. Take
Like
that.
my cousin doesn't give a shit about music. Like I want all of this, dude. And like
Yeah.
I want to be able to have it and harness it and have a dope 1980s like sound system, right? In the
Yes.
crib. And it's starting to happen now, man. You go in Goodwills, you might be able to find like those wooden like
They huge though.
they're huge, bro, with the
Huge.
record player on
I already
top and
know.
all that
My
stuff.
grandma had one. Yeah, it was.
The wooden record player thing.
It-
Me and
it-
my
Yeah,
dad
bro,
got
that has
one.
this,
It's like a
the-
box.
It looks like a.
Yeah.
It looks like a bookshelf, but
Yeah, it's like a big- it's a big
yeah,
box.
And
It's
it's got the
music box.
receiver,
Yeah.
it's got the cassette tape, the CD player, and then
Speakers
the,
already
Oh
installed.
God, I
inside
got one
of
of those
it,
for
yeah.
my pops probably like 10, 12 years ago for
Yeah.
Christmas.
bro,
Yeah.
they're gonna be expensive one day, man,
Listen,
because that type, like, and you can't, Alexas are dope and stuff, man, but like the sound that you get from a real like Pioneer or like old school like what was it like.
Man, you know what we gonna say about the vinyl thing? It's warmth in the vinyl, and you
Yeah.
can't get
It's got
the
that
warmth.
snap, crackle, pop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly,
bro.
like for the people that I like get vinyls from now, when you hear the vinyl version versus the CDQ version or the MP3 version, it's the pitch is different because of how they had to like put it on the vinyl. So like Kendrick's voice is a little higher. Moses Sumney sounds a little more warped. Like it's strange to hear it.
I
on
gotta
there.
hear my shit on vinyl now.
It's wild, bro. It's ill, bro. And I sound like 10 years younger on vinyl. So like,
Wow.
but real talk, bro. Like, never forget the novelty of it. Even if you do a limited run, actually a limited run is the best way to do
Yeah,
it.
'cause the
instead
value
of
go up.
pressing up mass and then you losing all your money. Like
Mhm.
I'll do a 50 to 100. You know what I'm saying? Or do a number that's like specific to you, and then people will purchase it like that. Like I always tell people, bro, you stick to Rock Marciano to complete advantage of the fact that novelty still works, man. Like it's so many people that are either on Bandcamp selling they cassette. Jay Hill, shout out to Jay Hill, man.
Hill.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Hill.
Your
dog,
boy
'cause-
Jay Hill.
Yeah, because Jay Hill understands that the novelty of cassette tapes and vinyls and CDs are still alive, and that his signature is valuable. So people will purchase it if you get that signature on that cassette tape or whatever it is, man. Because honestly, due to TikTok and hipsters and fucking H&M, like, vinyls are gonna get really expensive, and vinyl players are gonna get expensive.
Mhm.
Yeah. Everybody want to look hipster and vintage.
Nah,
and-
yeah, you go to Urban Artifact, you
Yeah.
got $60 vinyl.
That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about? Like, come on now. Like, so yeah, please, like.
But that's the best part, bro, is when you're able to go to like a show and pick up a Monty C record, right?
Yeah,
and then
bro.
you're able to sign it. You know, it's like there's only 50 of these made, right? So, you know, it may get played, it may sit on the shelf, but you know, when you do blow up, like that's like having a Wiz fucking album, bro. Like a Wiz record. Like, can you imagine having Cushion Orange Juice on a record?
That'd be
You know what I
crazy,
mean? That was
bro.
signed by him and that was printed like when he only made 50 of them because he
Yeah,
didn't know what he
bro.
was doing.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like that's the type of mode that I'm trying to get
Yeah,
into, and
bro.
like everything's limited edition, bro. Like you said, I think that's key, man. Don't
Got to,
overproduce it. You know, just
sure.
and if you only print 50 and you sell all 50 right off the rip, guess what, bro? Next time you drop 100.
Yep.
And you know you're gonna guarantee to sell them all because
Yeah,
everyone's gonna be
man.
so salty that they missed out on the first album.
Yeah, man. Brittany just started her vinyl collection, so like, her goal now is to get every vinyl that she's purchased signed.
Oh,
so,
shit.
So she's on a roll right now. So she bought a Moonchild vinyl, and then Moonchild came to Cincinnati.
Oh, wow.
And we got to see him front row, and then we sat outside, and they walked outside.
Yep.
So she talked to him, sung for him, and got him to sign it.
Dope.
Then she got a Maya vinyl when Maya was here during the 5 Points Alley concert, and Maya signed it. I'm like, bro, like, just keep going. Like,
Yeah.
get
Might as
Beyonce's.
well.
like,
Might as well.
get Janet Jackson. Like, that's what it's about, man. Like, and then when it's all done, you got literally a myriad of stories that you could just tell about. Like, you know, like, remember back in the day, the only way to show that you had value in your life and what you did is if you go to your grandpa's or the barbershop and, like, the pictures that you took with people. And, like,
Right.
every
Yeah.
picture used to be like, damn, like, you met George Foreman when he was there. You met Mike
Yeah.
Tyson, you met the president, you met, like, it's like, yeah, and then they tell you the
Yeah,
story.
you tell you the story behind the
Yeah,
picture.
But
yeah,
now, like,
yeah.
we got a digital autograph, like the selfie, like, and you can just
Videos.
run. Yeah, but now it's like, bro.
There's a lot too that we do a selfie every single podcast.
Man,
After the
that's hard,
podcast, we do a
yeah.
group selfie every time. And my thinking behind that is it is that moment because we have for 2 hours here. You're bonding. Hey, what up?
I got a story. I got a
What
story
up?
with the selfies.
Yes, sir.
Group
I got
selfie
a
right
story.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
the
a
thing is
story.
it builds this
Man.
it builds this bond because you're bonding through the podcast.
50.
And at the very end of it, at the very end of the podcast, that picture solidifies that entire experience. And then when you go back to it a year later, when we're podcasting again, or however long, you're
Yeah.
back to this moment. And we're like, it's kind of like it's like a stoppage in time of all the people that were there.
Time capsule.
Exactly, and we have it. We have it a group, and it doesn't have to be talked about until we see each other again.
Yeah.
And like it just lives on forever. I'm a huge fan of the idea of the selfie. Obviously, people are like, oh, it's a selfie. That's silly. I mean, okay,
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. You selfie with a kid, whatever. But like when you're grown men, but you're putting a moment stamped in time,
Yeah.
and that can never be changed. Like it's,
Yeah.
I think it's deep, and I think it's important.
No, I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. So I met 50 Cent, right?
Oh, okay,
And
nice.
the way I pretty much got to meet him was through Evan at Timeless and Jado. We all
Shout
went
out to
together.
Timeless, bro. They do
Yeah.
great work over there.
Yeah, they do. But so long story short, I was in a bar. And I'm sorry, I'm running on like no sleep, so I forget the name of the bar. I apologize.
Park Place.
Park Place,
Shout
thank
out
you.
Park
Hey,
Place.
Shout out
Say
Park
we don't
Place.
get no promos.
Look,
out here.
oh, thank
that's
you.
teamwork.
Thank you.
Shows
That's
over here.
teamwork
Like, I
right
got you.
here. It's picking
you,
up
my
the
brother.
slack, my
Yeah,
brother.
bro.
I appreciate you. So we're at Park Place, and Park Place had like purchased a bunch of 50 Cent's new alcohol, whatever.
Effing, yeah.
Yeah, effing alcohol. He's making a run around. He goes to Park Place. As soon as he walks in the door,
He's got the tequila. He needs the
Yeah.
fire
Mix.
extinguisher.
yeah, as soon as he walks in the door, I see him. I literally say, "Hey, 50, you can't wear that hat on around here," because he had a Yankees hat on.
Oh shit.
He
Yeah,
looked at me and goes like, "What the heck?" He kept on walking, right? And I just made a joke about it. He laughed. So what the heck? Kind of kept on walking, right?
Okay, yeah.
And he was meeting everybody around the place or whatever. And later in the night, he started taking pictures with people. And I was sitting with Jado at a table. And 50 was literally like, hey, yo, you. I was like, he was
New
like,
York.
He was like,
Yeah.
yo, you. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He goes, hey, let's get a selfie together. I'm like, all right, bet.
hard.
So, and then I just talked to him a little more,
That's
joked
hard.
around, and then I ended up getting the selfie.
That's
With
sick.
him.
Yeah,
and
nice.
it was just something so little, but
Yeah.
like a celebrity didn't expect to hear me
Yeah,
in
bro.
my
you-
small stature say something that ridiculous. to
Right,
him.
sure, no, for sure. Cut him way off
I
guard.
gotta-
Yeah,
I
he
gotta-
probably has never forgot about that.
That's
You know what I mean?
And that's
I
why he
gotta-
wanted that selfie
Yeah,
because
he-
it was in his mind like that little motherfucker.
Yeah,
Right.
now,
Take off
no,
my
listen,
hand.
Right.
listen, bro. Celebrity.
The
Listen.
selfie goes a long way, man, and
Most
he
yeah.
notices it. He knows, yeah.
Most celebrities definitely like pay attention to stuff like that. But the thing is this though, I don't like that a lot of like older celebrities don't like being taken pictures of, bro.
Yeah.
When I met Larry Bird, bro, I was like,
You met Larry Bird?
yes, bro. I met
That's
Larry Bird,
crazy.
and I had to walk LeBron to his van when they played the Indiana Pacers some years ago. So
Man.
only thing I could take a picture of is
You
the-
had to walk LeBron to his
yes,
fucking
yeah.
van?
but they lost. So they
Did you
lost.
shake his
to the-
hand?
I couldn't listen, bro.
Did
so
you shake
look-
his hand?
No, bro.
Damn,
So,
I would have never watched it.
Listen, bro. So look.
To this day.
I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm gonna tell you how this happened, though. I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you.
right.
I'm gonna tell you how this happened. And I gotta ask y'all
No,
an in-depth question.
Okay,
so look,
go for it.
So
Sanitizer.
I am not at the game. I'm not watching the game or nothing. I was doing parking and like signaling people to park their cars at the
Yeah.
time at Xavier. So I'm like getting everybody. I done did a whole shift. I'm tired. I'm done. The game over. So the dude that gave me the job was like, I got one more job for you. So I said, what's the job?
You sound like a side mission.
Yeah, so I said, so look, I'm ready to quit. So I'm
Video
like,
game, Elder Scrolls.
I'm like, what's the job? He was like, I need you to walk somebody to the bus. I'm like, who could you possibly ask me to walk to the bus? And
Hey, nigga, I wanna
LeBron
go
James
home.
walked out. And I'm so, and at the time, Vine is hot. So I'm like, do it for the Vine, bro. Just do it for the Vine.
Do it for
but
the
I'm
Vine,
like, I'm going
yes.
to lose my job, not get this check, and all some other stuff. So I'm like, what do I do? So I'm walking with him, right? He has one ear out and one ear in.
Bro,
So
you
I'm like,
really
he
fucking
could-
seen LeBron
in real life, and I'm 6 foot. So he is way taller than me.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
He's built like a house. The fact that people run into him and think they're gonna knock him down is crazy.
Right.
But anyway, so we walking right. The only thing I can get out, because I had 97 thoughts in my head, but the only thing I can say is, and they lost. I said, good game. And, and if a look could explain things, he said, shut your ass up. He just lost. So he put his headphones on and walked to the bus. So as soon as he got on the bus, I took the selfie in front of the bus. It's still on my Instagram. But I was like, bro, nobody's going to believe this. But when I saw Larry Bird, when I walked up to him, he had 2 security guards with him. I saw him, I'm like, this is Larry Legend, bro. I got to say something to him. Like, you don't, like, you know how many barbershop debates I done had about Larry Legend, Pete Merritt, like the real deal.
Yeah, the real,
the young white shooter. So I'm like, let me definitely go talk to him. And the moment I got close to him, he said, don't even try it, kid. And I had to realize, and it hurt. It did hurt. But I had to realize he's been famous so long.
No, so long. He's
It's
like,
annoying for people to
it's
take pictures of
annoying.
him. And but the question that I wanted to ask y'all was, I'll answer that later. But now that we're in the evidence age where we have to document everything that's going on in order to prove to people that we lived the life that we said we lived, when do you, how do you decipher or delineate between when to document and when to actually
You're doing too much
experience?
and living the moment. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
so
this
like
is such a big thing.
in a
I've been thinking
concert
about
of
that.
your lifetime, how much of it do you record and how much of it do you just
sit-
experience?
Bro, because
Go ahead.
And I
I have a
want
take
stories
on
from
it.
all of y'all. I
I
want
have a
stories from
take on
all of
this.
y'all.
Here's
Yeah.
my thing.
That's
The way
such
I
a
do it
hard-
is I try to have someone do recaps, right?
Yes.
So that way I don't fucking use my phone that much. So if you notice, whenever like I throw events or whatever,
Yeah.
I'll maybe take 1 or 2 videos, maybe, and then it's just whatever everyone else posted, I'll post it later,
For
so
sure.
I can enjoy the moment because I know there's a recap guy getting everything behind me. That's kind of the way I try to handle it because it's so hard to live in the moment. And then everything's a rush. Everything's a rush. Everything's a rush. Kind of like that Glorilla show. Like
What
I was
about when you're
saying,
not
man.
throwing the event? What if you're just
that's
there?
what I'm saying. Yeah.
If I'm just there,
Like say I like,
mean,
hey bro, I got tickets to go see Baby King, Kendrick, and Drake. Like,
It's
how much of that do you
so hard.
record? And let's say we
bro,
get backstage.
I
and
literally
everything.
just went through this, bro.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
fucking Rolling Loud, bro.
That's what
I was
exactly.
at Rolling Loud, and it was like oh my God. And it's such a bittersweet feeling because it's like, I want to be in the moment. I want to absorb this. But it's like, damn, afterwards, it's like, bro, like, I wish I would have recorded that part because that was my favorite. And I got this, like, vision in my head that I could never see again. And it's
For
like,
sure.
yeah, it's pain. But
For
it's
sure.
like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's all about balance, of course, when it comes to everything. I feel
sure.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but what I did do is I did capture some moments, you know what I'm saying? And that I go back with my buddy that I went to the concert with. I might call him and screen share and be like, yo, remember this? Like, blah, blah, blah.
That's lit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm just
lit.
thinking about Rolling
That's
Loud,
lit.
bro, when the next time we going.
Y'all don't think it's awkward to sit next to somebody who arm been hurting because for an hour and a half
you feel me?
been
Just like been
holding their phone, praying to God something happens that's exclusive
You
to
feel
this
me?
like concert.
I think the thing that pisses me off the most is when I'm at a concert and someone's holding their hand up for an hour and I'm short as fuck and I'm like, I can't see. Like, let me see.
Poor people problems. Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna slap that phone out of your hand and make
Yeah.
commotion and get my ass whooped because I'm small.
Yeah.
Man. It's like, yeah, bro. It was this one part, bro. Lil Yachty's set at Rolling Loud, bro. And it was like he had these crazy ass visuals on his screen. And I was like, bro, I just wish I could have go back in time and recorded that because I was just sitting there like, damn, if I was on any type of drugs right now, this would be
It'd have been
nuts.
trippy. Yeah, man. My first time ever being at South by, we saw
We do not do drugs.
In
We are
Earth-
not getting randomly drug tested. I am in the corporate world.
for
and-
sure.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So
I don't know about drugs for sure. But our first time going to South by, this is like early South by when South by at least was still South by pre-pandemic. And I saw early SZA, early Wale, a lot of early Vince Staples. And when I'm watching it, like I recorded probably like the first 2 songs.
yeah,
And then eventually I got to a point where I'm like, I need to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I feel weird. I'm not a cameraman. I didn't get paid to be here to record it. I got to experience this. And I saw it. I got to the last song. I took a picture. And I just tweeted her, like you're one of the most free-forming performers I've probably seen in a long time. And, like, she tweeted me back. And it sent my shit up. Like 100,000 views. Like, damn, this bitch crazy. But but my point is, like, I can't. I don't want to be an NPC out here, bro. Like, I gotta live, man. Like, Jay, I know you done been a bunch of places where you like, I should record this, but you
Bro,
just.
I'm always there in the moment, man. And, but I'm like him. I'm like when I get home, I'm always looking at my phone. Like I can't even post anything. Like I just have to say like good show. You know what I mean?
sometimes you be like, oh, I thought I recorded that. You be like, no,
Nope.
that's my memory.
No.
Yeah. But to what you're saying, bro, like when it comes to like music events or like comedy shows, like those artists, like when they get back to the hotel, that's all they do. They hop on the Instagram and they look at the tweets and they retweet them. So it's like there's good and bad to it, right? Because obviously you want to be in the moment, but you're trying to get notoriety always when it comes to social recognition, right? Yeah. And it's like one of those things where it's like, all right, I went and spent the $60 to go see Glorilla, and it's like hopefully, she reposts that just to show that I was there and that I supported.
You know what's crazy about that? So like some of my friends that actually posted about Glorilla and tagged her in the videos.
Are you?
Yeah, I
You-
gotta get out of
you
here
gotta-
soon, guys.
Before you bounce,
Yeah,
man. Let's go ahead and get some of your like when's the album dropping?
So album. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to cut. That was a beautiful conversation.
I was gonna ask. I saw it was
Yeah, we got
9:33.
20 minutes left.
No,
That's it.
but
20
album is dropping May 13th. So
513 day.
513 day.
Hey, bro,
Yes, sir.
like I got that solidified in Cincinnati. So it's in Cincinnati. May 13th is officially 513
Oh, that's
day
beautiful.
because of your boy on this side. of
let's
the
go!
table.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink to
Yes,
that.
sir.
The
mad scientist.
We definitely
Yeah.
just drink champs just now. Hold on.
Ski.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an imaginary drink to that because
Real time of
You need,
slime.
you need some more. You need one for the road, bro.
I might just need one.
But
for
I
real.
will say real quick before you go, I think before you said the handles, because we're gonna change the topic, I think that the documentation, it's smart to like maybe make in your phone put like a alarm for where you're middle of the concert, and so film after you hit the top of that dopamine, and like you get the cold chills. So document after the cold chills happen. So then you have the experience, and then when you're coming down, document so that you can go back to when you had those moments. That's how I approach it for like the last 5 years. I made a mistake of not documenting anything.
He documents everything.
I document everything now, but like, because I'm just writing like a little side book for myself. But like that. But like, I was in a band for a long time, and the best moments I ever had in all those years, none of them are in my phone, or none of them I have anywhere. Period.
And they're only memories.
They're only memories. I have a room full of people holding their camera up, singing every word that I wrote in front of by 200 people that were here to see us and a headliner, and I got nothing on documentation. I could have cried on that stage watching those people sing with just an acapella. There was no music. They were just chorus singing. Nothing documented. I walked down the highway going to Warped Tour, threw in CDs in people's cars. There was a huge wreck at Warped Tour at the exit, so all the cars were stopped. So I was going to promote.
That's G shit.
Crazy,
bro,
right?
He's just walking down.
Walking the highway with my band.
275 East.
6 of us, bro, literally walking down and just throwing in cars. Walking back up, everyone's on the same song, and we listen to our music as we're walking back up the highway to our car because we knew the traffic was going to start. So we head back, and all these people playing our music. Nothing documented. I got nothing.
That's like a viral moment.
Nothing, bro. So when I was thinking about after all these moments of me living in the moment, I lived in the moment for so long, dude. I was the one on stage, and I'm not documenting anything. I let them. I have always had a camera guy.
Yeah.
But they're not catching certain moments that
I'm
exclusive to. I'm exclusive to. There's moments that you're exclusive to, Joey. Like, you're exclusive. No one else is going to get those moments. Right? I always tell people around here, like, my daughter Charlie won't always say hi to everybody. She won't always give someone a hug. She will me all the ways. I get the exclusiveness. Right, but they don't. I always cheer them on, like, get the hug from Charlie. Like, I know she's just in her 3-year-old little mind, and I'm cheering them on. I know I'm going to get it. It's not a big deal. But I know those moments, and I'm exclusive to it. Those exclusive moments, take that documentation and do it, because no one's ever going to experience what you're experiencing, and you're going to eventually forget moments. I always remember those things on purpose, because I do never want to remember that, never forget that secret show. Madison Live, dude. Madison Live, where all these events, I work there. I work at, and, but like, we were playing a show open for Secrets. Dude, every single person in that entire crowd, I didn't know it was going to happen. We got to the last chorus at the very end of the set. We just do a little like acapella thing with a few of us in the front row. And the front row turned to everyone having their cell phones in the air and singing it as far as the venue went. And I'm like, and I looked around at Dustin, other vocalists, and I'm like, dude, what are we watching right now? And he's like shaking his head, and none of us had our phones out. There was no one, not that I ever saw, but those moments, I instantly started thinking, I was like, man, I really need to I need to be on my game. I'm like missing my own moments in my life, and eventually my memory's gonna go out. That's just the way human bodies work. So document after you hit that point of like cold chills. If you're watching anyone, 50 Cent or anything, and he has that big moment, and you got that cold chills, set an alarm on your phone for like, where it's going to be through the concert. Bring your phone out, document what you can. You can go home and share it to him, but you're also living in the moment. Like, be conscious of it, because these moments are fleeting, man. I'm never gonna get that highway experience again, dude. That was amazing. I was tossing in windows, just CDs.
It's just event and opportunity, just meeting at the same time.
Bro, for real, I've never experienced that again. And I met the girl that caused the wreck. She got a wreck and broke her arm. Damn. And I met Katie.
Damn, he's like, you're the reason why my song went viral.
Straight up. Yeah, she knew about it too. She knew about that experience. She's like, everyone was playing that song. That was you. I'm like, yeah, like it was a whole thing between me and Katie, and now we're friends. Shout out Katie Ashbrook. But like that's the thing, is like those moments, I can just visualize it, but no one else is seeing what I'm seeing other than picture traffic
shit.
and we're
walking. That, bro. You did some Rory shit.
That's hard shit.
Yeah, it was some fun time.
They wouldn't book Rory to do a concert, so what he did, he bought a U-Haul van, and he put his band in the van, and they played, and because they're playing inside of a van, the acoustics would push out. Damn. So everybody that was waiting in line ended up just going to the U-Haul and just watching them perform instead of going to the concert.
Damn.
And he literally got picked up by Love Renaissance because of that.
That's thinking inside and outside the box at the same time.
I love that, man. I just love when people see like, all right, I see a high traffic situation, and you think outside the box. Yeah, you make the most of it, bro.
Yeah.
For visibility.
But yeah, that's my stake on documenting things. I document everything now because I'm kind of doing my own thing, but like I do think it's important living in the moment. That's great, but you are living the human experience, and it's nice to watch it back a little.
No, that's a great point. I appreciate you sharing that, honestly. That just made me change my perspective a little bit.
Yeah, it's really important. I think we deserve to remember stuff, man.
Heck
It's
yeah.
all right if that someone else doesn't document it and you do it on your phone.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
You
it.
know what? At the end of the day, too, we record like a 5-minute segment of somebody, and then we only chop it down to like 30 seconds to throw it online too,
Yeah.
right? So,
Right.
but back to shows, bro. How do we?
But like,
Get
get
outta
out of
here.
here. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
bro. I just want to
yeah.
get that in before
So,
we switch the gears.
So the album drops May 13th.
May 13th,
You can get it
Hey,
on
that's dope.
Spotify. All,
Any platform you could ever listen to music on.
are you gonna like print actual CDs?
So
or?
yeah, what I want to do, it's crazy. I was talking about vinyls. I want to do like a limited selection of vinyls. I haven't thought about CDs or anything like that, but definitely want to go with the vinyl moves. I'm having a release party May 13th, the same day. I got my homie Feel Real. He's having a art show. I'm gonna be doing a performance there that same night. So it's gonna be like a whole experience.
Where's it at?
It's a disclosed location. It's
Invite only?
Yeah, invite only.
Okay, cool.
But I'm gonna have like a after party and everything. So you know what I'm saying. If you catch me on here and you want to go on my Instagram, I'll be promoting that.
Hey,
too.
yeah,
So-
What's the IG?
So Instagram is tv.showez. TV shows. TV.shows.
TV shows.
Yes,
And so
sir.
where'd you get that name at, man? Is that
My last name shows. So
easy
That's
enough,
crazy.
bro?
So I threw
That's
I
crazy.
threw the TV on there.
That's wordplay.
Yeah, my last name is SHOWES. I flipped the Z for branding purposes, so it could be together, boxed in.
For sure.
TV stands for talented visionary. That does have a meaning. It's not television. Yeah, a lot of people call me television.
That's cool.
Stands
That's
for talented
terrible.
Bro,
visionary.
Yeah,
TV
I do
shows
that all
is
the
a
time.
genius name,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah.
He's the only person that can call me television.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, the
It's House of Vision.
native
for real,
TV, that shirt be
Feel-
fired
bro,
for you, bro. It's my
already-
favorite
'cause
too.
I was
yeah.
low key. I had to give kudos because I was thinking, I'm like, damn, I should put my logo on the MTV logo. But I'm like, damn, they did it. Maybe we could do a collab.
Yeah, we can do a
Yeah.
collab for sure,
Yeah, for
bro.
sure.
I can knock
Yeah.
out some
Yeah,
stuff
it's
for you.
in the corner of the podcast.
Hell
Top
yeah.
left.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Say less. Yeah, it's right
Yeah,
there.
it's right there, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Anything
Sitting
we,
right under it. Perfect.
Right, it's perfect, bro. You
I was
literally
sitting under it the
screen
whole
grab
time,
it.
and I didn't.
Yeah, yeah. This time, when you get home, just crop that in your face right there, and you're set, bro.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
man.
yeah, bro. But shows anything we can do to help you out, man. If you want us to print some limited merch, whatever you want, man,
I
we
would love
got you,
that.
bro.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna put this out here right now. I'm dubbing this. I'm fucking trademarking this, but I want to trademark Rock Stars Are Born in Ohio. So
Hey.
I want to throw that shit on the
Yeah.
shirt. So
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I ain't gonna front, man. That's what make Jay so valuable and important
100%.
to the city, to the culture, is because his availability for collaboration.
Hell yeah.
I know a lot of brands that I've dealt with in the past over like 10 years, and some of them only wanted to work with me when it was like valuable for them,
Convenient for themselves.
or if they wanted like a multicultural look temporarily.
Yeah.
And,
Again, convenient for
Yeah,
themselves.
and once they felt like they had enough black people in their store, they was like, "Yeah, we're gonna stop rocking with you, bro." But it's like, but with Jay, like Jay has literally been around and helped every generation leading up to and after us,
Yeah.
and like that right there, man, like that ain't
Yeah.
a run of the mill thing.
Nah, yeah,
That's
sure.
a very
Man.
rare
Super
thing.
grateful
So y'all
for this
protect
event.
Jay Banks at all costs.
Hey, I've only got
Shout out
one eye
Native.
left, bro.
Hey,
I've
hey,
only got one
me
eye.
too.
Shout out Native Pro.
I have one eye, bro. Like we
do
definitely pirates in
I do
these
gotta get
games.
out of
for
here,
sure.
y'all, though.
All right, bro.
Appreciate
Yeah,
y'all having
appreciate
me.
you, man.
Shows, man.
Shout out
Appreciate you,
TV
bro.
shows.
TV.
Hey, I wish we had music to play.
Right?
And he's old.
He gonna stand on the table. Chill out.
Yeah, that's his nickname too. Is
Hey,
table
bro.
shows, but
Appreciate
that's
you, man.
another time.
Yeah,
Amazing, bro.
Be safe, dude.
But-
Absolutely. I'll see you soon, man. See you soon.
All right, brother.
Yo.
Appreciate you.
know what it
Hey, Hunt, we got an extra seat over here.
You wanna come on?
Hey, come through. Hey,
He's got something to say.
Slide through and get a bottle of tequila, bruh.
Yeah. But
We
hey,
about to hop over.
let me
y'all.
real quick.
Hey, Hunt, the Shogun in the building.
So we have
Susio boys.
Hey, so we talked about one album that's dropping on 513 day.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the other album dropping on 513 day real quick?
Also dropping on 513. You know everybody gonna drop on 513 day.
Shit.
Queen City Blues is dropping 513 day.
Queen City Blues.
Queen City Blues.
Oh,
Brittany
man.
Marie Lucas, man, she's about to
That's about to be a legendary
put
day in
her
Cincy.
hands on this city and advocate for the people who feel the good, bad, and ugly of Cincinnati, man. Like, and do it through traditional R&B, man. And that is very, very difficult to do because we don't have a long list of R&B acts that are active in Cincinnati, Ohio.
No,
There's
bro.
a bunch of people that can sing, but who is like actually like you name 4 R&B acts from Cincinnati off the top of your head?
Nope.
No, not at all.
That's my point. So it's like I need everybody to like hone in because the issue that we be running into with like acts is that we be a hung jury on things. So like one neighborhood it'd be like, nah, this the one that's gonna make it out the hood, da da da. And then another neighborhood be like, nah, my cousin way better than him or her, and we need to all just agree on something.
Well, that's the crabs in the bucket mentality, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
And I think that I had posted about this a few days ago, where it's like, you know, Cincinnati's hip hop scene. Just if you go hip hop only, right? But even still, talking about all music, but I'm just giving you just a particular genre or maybe even a subgenre. But I think the idea was like, hey, I can name right now 4 artists, and it was just random 4 artists that I could think of off the top of my head, and go, this will be a dope show. They could at least bridge the gap to where they're close enough in regards to maybe content, you know, of what they're talking about, but stylistically, it bridges more and ranges more than just being like trap, street, what's the new shit, you know, coming out of New York, right?
Drill.
A drill. So, in the same sense, I think it is that crabs in the bucket mentality. But if people understood that, like, you can get way more done, and you guys sitting here just listening to you guys on the couch, right? I was off camera, but listening to you all have the conversations to where it's like, yeah, we can do so much more if we unify and work together. Yeah. And even if I'm not the lead necessarily, or I'm not the main person, then I can abide my time and wait my turn. But a lot of people can't wait their turn because it's so instantaneous.
Right.
Folks want instant gratification. They
want the camera on them.
But is anything that you've done, let me ask you guys this, right, musically, for y'all. Right. Is there anything that you've done to where you've gotten instant gratification that's actually lasted the test of time, right? More often than not. So,
just to jump in on it, I would say definitely the Glorilla concert's still helping me right now. I opened up for her, she's still helping me right now. But the reason I knew ShoweZ, for example, was a team player, ShoweZ didn't perform. ShoweZ didn't complain about the fact that he's my brother, he's done a lot of events with me, and he didn't get to open up with me. He literally went behind the scenes, grabbed footage off his phone, took pictures of me, had around 200 pictures of me. At the end of the night, literally sent it to me. And I knew right there, even though I've known it for years, I knew right there, holy fuck. He didn't get jealous. He didn't get mad. He literally, I wouldn't say played his role is the right term, but he literally was happy, genuinely happy for me.
Yeah.
And that's something that's rare.
Yeah, that's rare.
That's something
hard.
You need on the team, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard. That's a hard line for a lot of people to gauge, because like where's the line between you getting yours and they're getting theirs? Yeah, and like at what time? Like, so I think knowing confidence in yourself is a huge aspect to that.
Oh yeah, and I honestly, as dope as the show was,
he's very confident. So.
Oh yeah. And honestly, as dope as the show was, and as dope as it was getting that surreal experience, that made me happier than the show.
Right. Well,
I knew, hey, yo, what the fuck? That's my dog. Like, I know it is.
Well, and you got a lot of things probably going on in the back of your mind too. Yeah. Like you're trying to make sure everyone gets their limelight and everyone gets their exposure and everything. And it's like, if you leave somebody out in the background, like it's gonna dig in your head. But at the end of the day, when you see that, he wasn't salty about it, that he doubled down on your experience and helped you out, bro. It's like now when his time comes, you're just gonna double down on him, and you're gonna be his photographer for it.
Oh yeah. And he's like you guys just saw, he's a very confident dude. He knows his time's coming. I know his time's coming. I'll tell you what, when 513 Day comes, at nighttime, I'm gonna be riding around at 12 a.m. to Brittany Marie. Right, I'm gonna hear the first half of that album. Then the day's going to start the next day. I'm going to go get up, work out, have TV on.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get off work. I'm going to drive. It's going to be TV. And then once it starts getting to nighttime again, I'm going to play the rest of the Brittany Marie album. That is my plan that day, because that's going to be 2 completely different styles. And I'm so excited for both of them. That's about to be a crazy, crazy day.
my question is for you.
Okay.
You're dropping music on 513 as well.
No, his wife is.
Nah,
Your wife is.
Just my wife.
Your wife is. So how long has she been doing music?
Well, she's been doing music since she was like 8, but she's just now like becoming a solo act. So like this is her first like year as like a hey y'all, I'm on DSPs and y'all can find my music here and like and y'all can search my name up and stuff like versus like me, I have a catalog since like 2009 to now. You know what I mean? So it's just
so the 513 drops. Obviously, we're doing all in Cincinnati, whatever.
Yeah.
How like. Wow, she's new. Okay. So, but like I was thinking, like the promotion on a 513 drop. How do you plan to be different? That's because we talked about earlier how many things are dropping on 513. Like I'm gonna drop a photo on 513 because I do a little photo run, a photo multimedia page, whatever. I always do a native one because it makes sense. But like, but how you gonna? What's your take? Even if you're not releasing music, you can take, man.
For me, as far as her. Like I told her, the easiest thing that we can do is that focus on strength in numbers and cross-brand promote between artists and small businesses 100%. Until we get the attention of the corporate people that she already deals with on a regular basis.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like for example, like to answer your question, because you talked about instant gratification that can still help you in today. 100%. When I made Cincy Secret shows, it was an entendre of things because I did want to create a concert series that was valuable and curated properly, but I also wanted to make sure that small businesses could work with artists that like they respected and that they felt like, oh, I like what they represent and I like the way that their aesthetic looks and I want them in my clothes or I want their fan base to like have business here. And so I'm like, okay, well, if I can cross the T's and dot the I's, let's do it. And then I'm like, all right, well, if you're donuts and alcohol and this is a donut company, put them together. And it's like, and before you know it, they start talking and say, oh, we went to high school together. I'm like, how did y'all not do this already then? Like, that's stupid. But the magic is we cross-brand promote, you feel me? Like the people who are willing to like, okay, I'll give you a vector of my brand and my logo and whatever, and then we'll put it on y'all backdrop or we'll do whatever we got to do. And then we can either make, intimate events out of it, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to go everywhere. We're going to go to City Flea. We're going to come here. We're going to go any place that, like, supports local music and regional music in Cincinnati and Midwest music. I'm going there, and we're going to, hey, y'all, support this. This is what it's all about. Just wrap it all up and play the music as it's happening. So yeah, I mean, we get our streams up. We do the TikToks and we do everything we got to do. But that's really
strength in numbers. I love it.
Strength in numbers.
You're just collecting. That's huge. For sure. That's a smart take.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the strength in numbers take. I think the type of content you put out is very, very, very important too. So I don't want to say too much about shows and his rollout, but like stylistically, he's a lot different than most artists in Cincinnati. So we really focus on his visual content. That's like a huge thing that we think is going to make him stand out, and how he's going to keep on pushing his brand, even if it's 513 days. When it comes to a music video, no one's going to drop a video that's stylistically like his.
Okay.
And that's the way we're going to try
to stand out among the rest. Yeah.
And it's a simple take, but along with what Monty said, like strength in numbers. The people that you know, the number lists that you have that you could send text to.
You've been trying all pop.
Got him.
I tried. Let's be clear. I tried once there.
That was dope. I'm not gonna lie.
All
right, Miyagi.
But
that's not the first one I got.
Yeah, but I mean, my
You
thing
need to
is,
start eating them.
I'm not
Look at all the
doing
names.
I see.
Not doing that.
That's extreme.
yeah, but
That's real boss shit. Nutrients.
but I think using the crowd you have outside of Cincinnati, even though Cincinnati's huge and it's important, it's the foundation of everything that shows and Brittany are doing. I think using your crowd outside of Cincinnati is just as important too.
Well, you know what's crazy is to add to that, right? Piggyback on what you just said, using the crowd outside of Cincinnati. It's like, and you guys, maybe I'll ask you this as well, is do you think that it's a testament to, when you have folks that really rock with you genuinely and they love your music and they love the sound, everything about you outside of Cincinnati, does that then bring credibility? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it almost works in reverse.
Kind of. But my thing is this, though. Like, the hurdle that I'm going through right now is that I have a lot of different compartmentalized fans to deal with because I have people that just found out about me last week. I have people that found out about me due to whatever show I just did. Then I have people that have been rocking with me for 10 years. So it's like pleasing everybody in a post is very difficult.
It's tough.
Because there are people that want a version of me that does not exist anymore. And then there are people that just want to hear good music, no matter what it is. And I have to just be really sensitive on how I post. So like those outside people are like so important because some like this guy, he lives in Atlanta right now, and I ain't gonna say his name, but like he posted something like 10 years ago, like, man, I'm moving to Atlanta, Riot City is like my fight song. This is what I'm listening to driving down there. And then he posted it again. He was like, bro, I'm still listening to this song. So I had to inbox him and be like, bro, do you know I make other songs like aside from this? And in his mind, he's been riding on this song for that long. And I'm like, good Lord, I can imagine finding one song from an artist. Like, imagine hearing one J. Cole song, and that's all you have for 10 years.
Jeez.
And and he's made so many sounds, so many leaps and bounds, and he's made a literal metamorphosis of like his artistry, but you've only heard this version of it. So like when you hear these other things and these other perspectives and like all these experiences that I had, I don't even know if you're going to accept it the way you accepted that because I was so frustrated when I made the song.
Right.
And it's like that matched the frustration you felt towards the city or towards whatever you aim, that energy towards. So it's like, it is important, but it's just, it depends on how long you've been doing music, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
This is for the people that have been following me 5, and then the 1, and then the middle guys 3,
Yeah.
5, 1, 3. If you go in numerical order, like
Exactly.
people been around for the 5, and now the 1s, which are just starting, and you got the people that are along the way, the 3s there. Like I think. But with this content that we're able to release now and like all these different platforms, your problem that you're saying like the old school and the new school kind of trying to like appease to everybody.
Yeah.
I think if you get them to kind of like understand that your growth is occurred, that they should watch your growth and what it has become, and you kind of do it as like a long-term story, and they're from the beginning, the ones from the past, do like a throwback thing and like kind of fast forward to the new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like maybe like, 'cause I don't know, you can promote how you're gonna promote, but pay the homage to the beginning homies because they're the ones that are gonna like come out of the woodwork with brand new people.
For sure.
Yeah, the new ones are gonna be like, I found him first.
Yeah,
bro, you
man.
10 years out of here. What are you talking about? Found him first.
Yeah.
You just found his new name that he's throwing something under his secret shows. Like, but like. People be thinking they're number 1 in line, and they want to be number 1 in line. So do people want to be number 1 in line.
Yeah,
I never
man.
really understood being number 1 in line. I never really got that, but I do understand that people love local bands because they're the beginning. I like that
but
angle.
The purist mentality been around forever, man. I mean, think about when Stranger Things had the placement and all the metalheads, they're like been metalheads their whole life.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, like y'all just now found this song. Like,
Sure.
And they're not, they're not embracing them. It's like,
That's for sure. That's
Yeah,
the
for
social media
sure.
battle thing.
Yeah,
but the people that
exactly.
want to be like the first comment on like any Instagram post
crazy.
and all, and there's so many people that want to do that, and I'm like, where, like, what your motivation? If you put this
I don't
much
know where that
energy,
started. Do anybody know where that started?
Just clout chasing.
Like,
I mean,
maybe
if you
like
MySpace,
on a live stream when
like
somebody takes
MySpace
first,
back in the
like,
day,
who-
because people used to post first on those bulletins, and the first person to post would get the most followers.
first
Oh.
comment.
That might have been the.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
would say something funny if I was
Yeah.
first. I don't know. I would get the laughs.
but they
for
just
the
type
like,
the word
so-
first. They just want to be
Yeah,
first.
they
like,
just post
That, that literally first comment.
Literally,
Yeah.
that's it. That's all he posts. And I never understood that. I've been trying to think about that for years, but we're about to wrap up. 2 minutes, guys. Yeah, but like that's the thing is like being first in something. Like, man, like use that energy and just do something with it because you're trying to be first all the time.
Yeah.
What do you get? What trophy you get?
What you really getting?
What do you get out of it? Like,
I think it's hilarious.
it is funny. I never, I still don't understand it, but it is what it is.
I'm always late to a stream.
We all get-
I ain't gonna lie. By the time I get a notification about the stream, it's over already.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm just watching the recap of what already happened.
Right.
That's fun.
But yeah, let's get you guys' social media handles and
was-
let's
Well,
get this stuff. Yeah.
but before that, man, the one question I wanted to ask you, bro. So you said like a month ago we were talking over here when I made your shirt for you.
Oh yeah.
And we were talking about like creating like a Cincinnati mixtape that you were working on, dude.
Yes.
And I think I think that is so genius, man, because
Yeah.
because what you're doing is you're taking Dap him up, player.
Oh, he didn't even
I
look.
ain't even, my bad, man.
Hey,
I don't got
I know,
no eye right
I know
here.
how
I
it
can't.
is, bro. I know how it is.
I'm scared to drive now. I can't. Like, he came out of nowhere.
But so like coming up with like a Cincinnati mixtape, bro. I think is so genius, man, because it's putting everybody on a spotlight, right? And it's like, hey, we've got 15 spots for 15 different artists or 12 artists, whatever we want to put on that album, and then give us your song that screams Cincinnati, right? And then we're gonna put it on one little track. And it'd be dope to do a record of it, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if be able to do that where you might be able to pre-sell them, where everyone gets a little cut and no one's coming out of pocket for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely talk to you more about that, man, because I want to take a more like Dreamville approach to it, more or less. And I want people that span across generations to like meet with the newest people that's making music. And like, you know, I always told like I told Means like 4 or 5 years ago, I'm like, look, it's gonna be me, you, and Monty Burns on a song. And in his mind, like, man, get out of here. Like, you ain't even gonna get Monty Burns to like get in the studio, let alone like do a song with like all of us. But things like that, like unlikely, unusual suspects on a record together, and putting people who used to have a specific sound in the most current sound, and hearing how they sound, and like I'm the combinations that I'm you know how you a mad scientist? I'm literally a mad scientist when I
love
get
it,
in there,
bro.
and hearing compounds of I'm gonna take this sound and this sound, and I want to, but the real point is like, we're going to introduce new sounds, but I need people to understand Cincinnati has a bass sound at the end of the day.
For sure.
And if anyone asks me, Cincinnati's the center of the universe. Yeah. We literally are a blend, a cocktail of everything. And the taste of Cincinnati will prove that to you if you just look around once you're down there. But the sound-wise, it's a little bit of Detroit here. It's a little bit of Atlanta here. It's a little bit of Chicago here. It's a little bit of L.A. here. It's a little bit of Toronto here if you really, really, really listening. And that might be due to how they write or where they've been. But, like, all of that needs to encapsulate in, like, 12 to 15 songs.
Right.
And I wholeheartedly believe that we can do it and make it aesthetically pleasing and make it easy on the ear and give that lyrical feel, that call ill poetic, like, yo, I need you to come do this. Like, it's like, wow, like you brought, I'm gonna bring out names, you're gonna be like, it ain't no way. How did you get that? You know what I mean? And mix that with people who are actively doing stuff now. They're like, oh, that's a hot topic. So we put the hot topic with the legacy act, and we gonna get to it, man. 2023 gonna be a doozy. That's all I'm commenting.
Yo, what's crazy too is I think that this idea and concept, right, is something that you guys were mentioning earlier, is that more hands in the pot can get, more things done, right? And it's like, when you have more people building the table becomes bigger. Right? Everybody can bring different things to the table, so now it becomes a feast versus people just trying to go get a plate to eat.
Right. Sure.
You dig what I'm saying? So it would be very interesting to see that from that perspective. Also, too, I got to make sure to chat with you guys afterwards, because one of my co-hosts for my podcast is a R&B songwriter.
What's her name by chance?
I can't disclose it because it's NDA.
For sure.
But
I like NDAs.
Yeah.
Don't nobody follow him, but I like
Oh,
him.
yeah, of course. I have to.
You know how many girls I have signed NDAs and still be telling, I did them.
I have to, only because the standpoint of who he's working with is like A-list in R&B.
That's fine.
I will say that a track was completed by Omarion, so that's the most recent one that was done. But in the same sense, too, is like to give you guys an example, like I started doing podcasting with Jay. So I came and sat in on, the native podcast here, watched exactly what he was doing. But, then at the same time, too, Jay was like, yeah, go do what you want to do. Like, of course, I'm going to always support you. You got to invite in a place to come back. And my thing is, like, being able to see, like, the evolution of what this podcast has become. But in the same sense, too, is, like, well, the whole reason that I got into this format was because of these two guys pushing me into it.
Hey,
that man, Richard
you were doing this before us.
Yeah,
a little bit, but I mean, really being able to like fully grasp what this all meant and like all the stuff that like works together, right? And you guys know I was doing stuff in like media film, DJ, like shout out to Roger Shands, rest in peace to him. If you guys remember the old Red Cheetah, that I did my apprenticeship with him as a DJ, and I wasn't in, like, I was 19 when I started doing my apprenticeship. So like he was like, "Yo, come on, we'll
He's
get
incredible, bro. You know, rest his soul, bro."
Yeah. I fucking love that dude. But long story less long is that it really boils down that, you know, if you have enough people that will push you, there might be times where you might not get what you're necessarily wanting, right? Like your homies maybe in the limelight at the moment, but at the same point too, it's one of those things to where it's like, okay, you got to go to work though.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, I can't sit here and, you know, hey, why am I not getting a shot? And then like Jay's like, bro, I did all of this out of that fucking backpack over there. Yeah. You know, starting with like hats. So what are we talking about?
No excuses.
And it wasn't anything that I was necessarily asking. I literally came in like, hey, do you mind if I just sit in and try and figure stuff out?
Iron sharpens iron at the end of the day.
For sure.
Like,
and I love having you on the podcast, man. You got like, you have this left side or left field like take on everything that like some things that me and Andrew both miss, and you're like boom, like you're in there and you've got that convo going, man, and that's the main thing about podcasting, bro, is just keeping the conversation going, and you know you're the best at doing that.
Well,
yes.
that's the thing about the internet. Most people don't know how to speak.
Yeah, that's the truth too.
Y'all ever
100%,
straight up
100%.
Have y'all ever talked to somebody and you be like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I've had interviews where I was confused at the questions and keeping the conversation going. It's like, what are you doing? And it's the interviewer. I'm like, why are you doing this if you can't keep the combo going?
Like, I'll turn around and interview you, man.
No, I totally get it. I totally get it. I know.
Well, most people in media ain't media trained.
Yeah, that too. That too.
And people are socially inept. I need y'all to like really understand that.
Yeah.
And granted, like they might be out in a social space, that don't mean they're not socially inept.
Right.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I have to really be graceful towards people when I'm talking to them, when I'm interacting with them. I'm like, dang, they want to ask stuff but don't even know how to ask specific questions to get what they want out of. You feel me? So I got to just be like, all right, this is what you want to know, so I'm going to tell you it.
Yeah.
I mean, and we can move forward. You feel me? Like it be dead space and some more stuff, but I'm like, it's cool, man. So yeah, man, I had a great time.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy powwow, my boys.
Yes,
Crazy
sir.
Powwow.
Appreciate you.
You want to shout out who you are one more time?
So Brittany's album. So it comes out on May 13th as well.
Yes, indeed,
and you're you'll be able to find it on Spotify. The same stuff.
All DSP, Spotify, Apple Music, her website. Please go to her website. She's taking everything from donations to pre-sales for the merchandise, for the vinyls.
What's the website?
MissMarie513.com.
MissMarie513.com. MARIE.
Yep.
There it is, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So
give yourself a shout out, bro. You've been sitting there the whole time.
Forgot this whole time I'm Monty C. Benjamin. I'm Monty C. Benjamin, y'all.
Legend.
You can find me on appreciate it. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Everything is the same. Monty C. Benjamin. You know
bro, ShoweZ is still here.
Uniform.
He is.
Yeah.
And he up again.
Hey, you still here?
You get lost, my boy.
ShoweZ in the
lost, my boy?
building.
We going to Somerset now. Come on now.
Well, shit.
Big Somerset, boy. Hey, come on. Let's hit some shots. Come on. We're taking some shots. Come on.
All right, man, Joe.
Hey,
if anybody wants to get a hold of you, man, if anybody wants to, do you guys do outside video production too? If somebody wants to come in and get some work done.
Listen, if anyone wants video work done, we have multiple people that we can reach out to get that done. I got my boy Lenny QT who could fly in from LA. We got NTNK Productions with my boy Nelson. We have Talented Visionary. Like, we have so much going on that people don't know behind the scenes right now. So if you want anything when it comes to marketing, if you want anything when it comes to music, if you want anything when it comes to writing, visuals, whatever, I'm here. Like, I'm here to help. I'm here to consult people. Hey, we got new content coming. That's all I know.
How do they get a hold of you?
Look, my name is Joe Eid on every social media platform except for Twitter. It's Joe_Eid4. Why? I don't know. Ask
You
Twitter.
got 3 other
ask
Joe
Elon.
Eids, bro.
Ask Elon. But my thing is this, okay? Internal Barricade, that's my project. It's coming. Just be on the lookout. Also, Pressure Fest. That's been coming soon.
Shit.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna
Last
say.
year was fire, bro.
Yeah, Fame and I, we got some shit that we're cooking. So I'll leave on that. But I appreciate you guys having me. Thank you so much. It means the world. Honestly.
Yeah, bro, dude, I love the fact that I've only known you for maybe like 3 months, and you just came in and you shook up the music industry, bro. Because
Thank
you know, like people like Monty C, bro, like he's been here, like he's been sitting at the top of the Cincinnati food chain when it comes to music industry, and when you get a new voice that enters, right, it does two things. It either it'll piss Monty off, and then and then he'll completely you know, disregard you altogether, or he doubles down and says, I love what this dude's doing. Let me help him show the way, because you can cut years off of somebody's trial and error, just like we do, bro. When somebody comes here and they say, hey, I want to start a clothing line. Bro, if I got time, like pick my brain, man. Tell me where you're going with it. I'll cut a couple years off, you know, and we'll be able to get you right in that pocket where you can just go ahead and start making money, man. You know, so that's the thing. So shout out to Monty and people just like you, bro, that you've been sitting on top of the food chain, and instead of you getting worried about this new talent coming in, you're like, hey, I want to show them the way, double down on it, and then together we're gonna make some beautiful music, bro. And that's the perfect juxtaposition.
Two things, man. You need a disruptor in every field, man. You need a disruptor. You need a generation of disruptors, honestly.
100%.
And two, you got to be the guys you didn't have. You feel me? I prayed to God for somebody to be like, to save me the years I spent doing trial and error, spending money on shit. And then you got to think, we was leaving the physical era and going digital. So I'm like, I spent a grip of money on something physical before I understand what dead stock mean. I said, this was dead stock mean. It's going to sit in my damn house for years. So it's like learning a lot of that stuff. Now it's like, we can repackage and move and literally, like, I could be like, don't do that. Like, let's do this. And navigating, bro, like helping anybody that want to move forward, navigate. I'm doing it. And
for sure.
And guess what? The next generation, they going to have it 10 times easier than us. And they'll be able to do it from their room.
As long as Joe's willing to share the knowledge that you gave him, bro.
The infrastructure.
For sure.
Infrastructure.
Love, man. Shout out to Native
organization.
Shout out to Native TV.
We talked organization,
Come on, man.
Sucio Boys, man. Give it a shout out, man. Where they gonna catch the podcast?
Listen, not only just Sucio Boys, it's also the CDB network. Actually, everything, like, I have to give a huge shout out to Native Brand for really just putting the fire underneath my butt, so to speak. Pause if applicable.
Sound crazy.
It
sounds crazy. I don't care what you say.
It did sound crazy. But we're gonna let it slide.
Sound crazy.
But no, culturally diverse brand network, man. It is not only a place for you know, individuals that necessarily don't have, you know, that are underrepresented, right?
Yeah.
So
For sure.
It's not
Give 'em a
just
voice.
for brown or black voices, but it's for everybody. So we have everybody involved. You know, we've got a soccer podcast, wrestling podcast, adult satire. We have our, like, Black Cultural ESPN or Sports Center, so it covers all the different genres. But really, the whole thing is, like, I just wanted to create an umbrella for, similar to what you're doing, right? And what you guys are doing. Because I wanted to create an umbrella so that I could allow for other people to flourish, but I'll do all the hard knocks right now. So then that way, down the road, if I have to teach you, I'm going to cut a bunch of shit off your time.
For
right?
sure,
so
bro.
then I can get
That's
you
lit.
to places. So, you know, shout out to my co-hosts on Sucio Boys Podcast, which is on the CDB network. Sucio Sloan Kettering, Marty McFlyer Than You, and shout out to Professor Nick Harris. That is our celebrity of the network, man. So he's over in the UK right now doing some filming. We can't say for what, but he is also TikTok famous. So if you get a chance, we're on all DSPs. We just broke, I don't know yet if it's 21,000 total streams. Just on Spotify, or if it's monthly. So we're in 7 different countries. We broke that, went up 200% in regards to our total followers.
Cool, bro.
Growth
is about it's all about growth. Seeing projections, man.
I'm sitting here and I'm saying all this because it's because of you guys. So
my man,
you know, Native TV, and when I'm on there, it's not just like, you know, I wear Native. I'm in a Native bomber. I'm in a Native pullover. I'm in a native long sleeve, so it's like representing your friends, right?
You got some of my favorite pieces, bro.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
you know, I come in here all the time. I still got that one-of-one vest.
That's
too.
the one I'm talking about. I wanted to keep
I know.
that for myself.
Everybody's-
Yeah,
I was like, no,
right.
you ain't giving me that graffiti hat yet. I've been trying to buy that.
Yeah,
But,
bro.
so that's the reason why I'm here. But it's cool to be able to collaborate, and at the same time too, if I can help other people, I'm never going to not do it because I'm not getting something out of it.
Right.
It's like I attract things, so if I attract the people and I can help them out, guess what it does?
You're putting it out there,
It
yeah.
helps me in the,
Straight up,
in the
man.
short end. So
Appreciate
all
you,
right,
man.
y'all. I know
Yeah.
y'all gotta go. We gotta
Yes,
do
sir.
stuff. Hey.
High tides rise all
Yes,
ships,
sir.
bro. All
Big
right,
y'all
everybody. I appreciate
Yeah.
I appreciate you for tuning in for another episode of the PowWow. One Heart Medical. Appreciate you guys sponsoring the podcast. Liquid Death as well. If you guys want to be a part of the podcast, or if you have something to talk about, comment below, DM one of us, and we can get you on. But until then, this is going to wrap up another episode of the PowWow.
Appreciate
So
y'all.
it's your boy Jay Banks and AI.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Get a coaster.
Yeah, I can make you some Monty C coasters, bro. Let's roll.
Dude.
I would love that. I got a
Fire.
lot of ideas about things.
Yeah, bro.
That was cool, man.
Man. Appreciate you guys for being on. Some fire takes, man. Yeah. Document life. You only got one of them.
Hey, the fact
Document
that y'all,
life.
like,
You only got one of them.